not start the morning off with a little camel toe?
I saw one the other day. Woo! I didn't just see it. I smell it.
Oh,
God.
Sweaty.
No, Tom, you couldn't smell her camel toe. So it must have been perfect. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
I was just Krogering innocently.
There's Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance Company news desk.
Hi.
Pat Godwin here in the room with us.
Hey, Josh.
Great to see you. There's Jeff Oskey sitting in for Chick McGee at the Dude Wipe Sports Desk.
That's right.
How are you, man?
I'm great.
Good to see you. Ace Cosby over there.
Hey.
I'm Josh Arnold over here, and there's Tom.
Well, thank you very much. Coming up today, we're going to visit with comedians Al Jackson, Nick Griffin as well, and who knows what other surprises we may be getting to. I do believe we're going to do a special edition of the Shoe-In of the Week, and I believe Mr. Oskey is going to weigh in with Chick's Picks that I believe he'll pass along.
Yeah, good.
And our winner, Brady Slade, once again, does sound like a lawman from the Old West. He's actually from the Commonwealth of Kentucky. We have Brady's picks already. I'm talking about our Pigskin Picks competition, and the way it works is every week we have a gift certificate from Steven Singer Jewelers. You'll find out more at IHateStevenSinger.com. And Steven Singer Jewelers, how about some nice jewelry? Well, you could win that, just like Brady has done. And the way this works is you go to bobandtom.com/contest and just pick the winners. You don't have to worry about the spread, who is going to win in pro football. And, of course, the first game will be this evening for this week 4 in the NFL season. It's that simple. So pay attention, please. You can do that right now. We'd love to hear from you, and you can be like Brady Slade, our most recent winner. A couple quick things I wanted to mention. Coming up this weekend, a special event involving many friends of the Bob and Tom Show. It's the Ron Sexton Memorial Comedy Show at Belterra Resort and Casino. And that's in Florence, Indiana, not too far from Cincinnati. And it'll feature Greg Hahn, Kostaki Economopoulos, Tom Mabe, Jimmy Schubert, Bob Zaney, among many others. And that's happening coming up this Saturday evening. So just one great fun thing to do. And I think we're going to actually have Mr. Hahn in the studios coming up Monday, perhaps.
Cool.
I'm not exactly sure. We'll check in with Christy Lee at the news desk coming up today. Hi, Christy.
How are you?
Christy, by the way, still has glasses. I bring this up because...
just a few more weeks. About a month, actually.
You're going to be getting the eye surgery.
Mm-hmm.
And,
I'm a little freaked out about it. I have not worn glasses since I was 2. So,
wow. Now, do you think once you get the surgery, you'll just have fake glasses?
My kids are insisting on it.
I know some people have done that.
I might. Maybe to make me look smarter. I don't know.
If you don't, you'll hear it from Tom every day. Hey, Christy.
Yeah, well, and Chick over there always says I have crazy doll eyes or something.
Well, take off your glasses. Let me just see.
You look great.
Wow, thank you. I haven't put makeup on yet this morning.
It'll take some getting used to.
Yeah, I don't know.
Josh, how long have you worn glasses?
It?
Yeah, I've worn glasses since I was about 17. Oh, no. Or maybe 16, 15, something like that.
You ever gone some wacky style?
No, I've done different colors, but I haven't gone, cat's eyes or anything Elton Johnny,
Yeah.
And no, ever do the wire rims?
No, like Ben Franklin?
Oh, the little teeny ones?
Or like John Lennon?
Yeah.
Oh, right. No, I did. I had some sunglasses like that when I wore contacts for a while.
I have aviators. Those are wires, right?
I don't know.
Do you have aviator sunglasses?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I've
got a whole bunch of them.
I think if I got eye surgery, I'd probably stick with
fake glasses.
Fake lenses, yeah.
I know
I'm so used to it.
Yeah,
I know Drew Hastings had LASIK surgery, and he wears fake glasses. So,
it becomes part of your identity. It's just like if I cut my hair, you guys would, it would be crazy.
You got to have your look. Well, in any event, Christy's getting the eye surgery.
I'm very much looking forward to that.
And so you'll be able to operate an automobile without glasses.
Yeah, and get sunglasses anywhere I want at any time.
It's great. Trust me.
That would be awesome.
It's great. Good to know. We'll be checking into the sporting scene. We have a lot of art in the news today, which is odd. The famous banana art thing
In Miami?
where that's been in the news several times since it happened. Remember some guy taped a banana to a wall?
Oh, yeah.
And then there were a series of controversies surrounding this thing. There's another one coming up. I believe it sold for $120,000, and then they sold 2 others. But I swear to God, it doesn't come with the banana. I'm not kidding. It just comes with like a 15-page instruction book. But it's back in the news. Actually, out of South Korea, there's an issue with it now, Josh.
Okay.
You'll find out about that coming up. And some other interesting stuff. Oddly enough, I don't know why there's so much art in the news today.
Some art out of Italy, too.
Yeah, we equally, what's the term, conceptual art?
Mm-hmm.
What do the Italians know about art?
A fair question.
I give you the Sistine Chapel.
Yeah, that one thing.
Yeah, okay.
That's one guy. It's beautiful. And it's like real old.
Yeah, it is. It's really old.
What have they done lately?
Well, speaking of old, we have kind of a Jurassic Park-esque story in the news involving the discovery of something in the permafrost that's really cool. And another, the return of the, remember the Doomsday fish?
The Doomsday fish? I don't.
This summer, they found, they're very, very rare.
Like from the real deep part of the water?
And they're like giant eels, kind of. They actually think that, I'm not kidding, they think this may be the origin of sailors and the stories of sea serpents.
Okay.
I think it's technically called an oarfish. There was one found off the coast of Oregon this summer. We got another one.
Wow.
And they call it the Doomsday fish because when you find it, it's kind of like the mummy thing. Bad things happen.
This can't be good.
No.
Well, if you've been listening to the news lately, hey, I'm surprised you don't have a school of Doomsday fish all over the place. That and something very special. Josh, I'm looking at you.
Yes, sir.
I have a very special story about the importance of touching oneself.
Well, how about that?
Where mindfulness meets masturbation. We'll find out about all those things. I hope you're enjoying the show and the sonic quality of this program. We have a very fine engineering staff, including Eddie, of course, the hardest working man in semi-show business.
I saw him in here this morning doing something over there.
He was below decks.
What?
He was below the.
Now we know why he's your favorite.
He was below the table getting something ready for Mr. Godwin.
Gotcha.
When we come back, we'll have a song from Pat. But I mentioned the sonic quality of the show because nothing is more sonically qualitied. What is the word I'm looking for? Nothing sounds better than those great Raycon earbuds.
We were just talking about these last night. My girlfriend, I know you love when I go out to dinner with my girlfriends, but 2 of the 4 of us.
Now, and remember I asked you, when you go out to dinner with your girlfriends, I want you to record it so I can use it as a car alarm.
But I'm not kidding. 2 of the 4 people at the table were complaining about those other earbuds because their ear canals are so little that they keep falling out. And I said, I have the exact thing you need. Raycon comes with the gel tips that will fit in your ear, I promise.
And they're a little bit larger. I love my Raycon earbuds.
Yes.
If you see me walking the dogs, I usually have those in.
What color?
Actually, I have
the blush violet?
I have the blush violet. That's right. I am. I got the blush violet because that's the ones. Those were the ones that were given to me. They're great. I'm telling you, Raycon earbuds are the best. They've got the new upgraded model. That's why I also have the white ones, but then I got the upgraded version just recently that happened to be blush violet. The everyday earbuds, they're fantastic. They cost about half as much as the white ones Christy's referencing, and they've got great sound and a bunch of cool tricks. You can get multi-point connectivity. What does that mean? Well, you can have 2 devices paired at once. If you're going on a long trip, there's nothing like having a pair of those handy, perhaps to not have to listen to the person sitting next to you. The ergonomic earbud shape fits the widest range of ears. You got to just try these. They're great because they've got a 30-day happiness guarantee. If you don't like them, send them back. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom. And by the way, the /Tom part, 15% off your Raycon order. I'm telling you, you're going to love them. The Raycon earbuds. Buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. Also, coming up, something about, what do they call those dresses worn by the bridesmaids?
The bridesmaid's dress.
Aha. We have.
That's a good name.
And they're usually somewhat problematic. We have a story about that and a cool story about Disneyland. All coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, it's Josh from the Bob and Tom Show. Thank you for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com, check out the list for a station near you, or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
But in any event,
Where the hell is that?
just reading down the fine print.
I know.
So you set us up, is what you do. So you can seem omnipotent is what just happened.
It does say that fans of the most successful teams are more likely to have a lower blood alcohol.
Well, no shit. Yeah, that would make sense.
How about this?
What?
No.
Swifties drink more than Kansas City fans. They did that. They did that as part of their survey.
That can't be
Right at all. Swifties' average age are 11, aren't they?
Yeah, what the heck?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, all of a sudden this has been handed down by Jesus Christ himself that this result is accurate. You call the others into question.
No, I call.
God, I hate you.
I call all of these statistics into question.
No, Swifties are pretty drunk. Yeah, that sounds about right to me, huh? Padres 2-1, bottom of the seventh. Why'd it stop?
Are you watching
check local
baseball
listing.
right
Hang
now?
in, I've got to put my.
not check local listings. That's the game.
That's the Major League
the
Baseball
status of-
opening game in Seoul, South Korea.
Hey, if you listen to a rebroadcast of the show, that information is very,
I see.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
reality.
you've thrown me into a tizzy. I'm listening to a podcast. I don't know what day it is. They just said the Dodgers, the Padres were playing. How am I supposed to figure this out?
I'll explain time zones to you later, Gilligan.
Oh, God, you're an idiot.
Yesterday,
Podcasts can be...
Go on.
just podcasts.
Yeah, you're
broadcast. Yesterday, you were talking about S&H green stamps.
We're right at the end.
Writes Jack.
Hog off?
I was watching a rerun of Hollywood Squares. One of the prizes they offered in the secret square was 1 million S&H green stamps.
Whoa.
Valued at $2,500.
When did this happen?
I'll get you a jacket.
God, I hope they were already in the books.
Could you imagine?
I'm confused, though. Did you say that these S&H green stamps now they're worth $2,500? That's what you said, right?
No, it
At the
said...
time they
I have no concept of time or where I am on the planet. You have to talk slow. I rely on my radio show to inform me where I am and what day it is.
Oh, yeah.
People were taking the chicken from Chick-fil-A and putting it on Cheddar Bay biscuits.
Wait a minute.
Josh, what do you think?
Josh is leaving right now.
Josh is leaving.
Okay, let's go. Come on. All right. You got the biscuits? Greatest day of my life.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're here. Jeff Oskey sitting in for Chick McGee today.
That's right.
Over at the Dude Wipe Sports Desk. Tom, I think it's going to be a great Thursday.
I'm very excited about this. We have comedian Nick Griffin, comedian Al Jackson, Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk, Pat Godwin right here in the studio. And yesterday we were talking a little bit about sometimes you'll be driving around and you'll hear the so-called Tradio shows, or the sometimes called the swap shop.
Sure.
As it's sort of an old-fashioned kind of old-timey thing. But I'm amazed how many emails we've received from places that still have this. Or and I used to get a kick out of it as a kid because it was typically very specific. You know, I have 2 tractor tires that I'd like to trade it for a washing machine or whatever it might be. We've received a lot of interesting letters about it. This one is rather peculiar. I was a freshman in college. I needed a ride back, which was about 2.5 hours away. My mom went on the local Trading Post show on the radio to announce that her 18-year-old daughter needed a ride to Milwaukee.
Whoa.
I was horrified, but I did get a ride. It was an older couple in a very old station wagon. When I thought the ride was almost over, we were almost to my school, they announced they wanted to stop at their son's house.
Oh.
I got to meet the whole family. I was finally dropped off at my dorm. I thought I was going to end up chained to a wall in the basement. Well, thank you, Deanna from Oconto, Wisconsin.
Wow.
You wouldn't think you'd be able to trade people on there.
No,
like you would think it
wouldn't.
would be limited to objects without a heartbeat.
And they're
It's a different time.
but it's not. It's still happening. This is from Jeff. He writes, please use my first name only. I live within range of 2 of these Tradio shows. One airs Monday through Friday, one Monday through Saturday.
All right.
I've bought several items from there, including used tires to a livestock trailer. I even sold a combine. This is all happening in western Oklahoma.
Cool.
Sometimes I'll spend 30 to 40 minutes just trying to get through because the line is so busy.
Wow.
So
That makes my heart feel good.
Yeah.
It really does.
But it's kind of like, did you ever listen to that show on NPR with Click and Clack, the Tappet Brothers?
Sure, of course. I loved it.
Bar Talk.
Yeah, and it really wasn't. I mean, it was about a specific car that someone would call in with an issue with the car, but it was really about life.
Yes.
And it was interesting to. This is kind of the same deal. Someone calls up and. Once again, Chick famously was hosting one of these shows and ended up getting fired because he was rude to like whatever it was, the niece of the general manager. I forgot who it was. But at this time in the show, we like to review to some degree some of the things that you may have missed on this program. Yesterday, we talked about what a delightful time Mr. McGee had prior to the show with his dude wipes. Apparently, quite a thorough test run with the dude wipes. So,
what am I hearing?
That's the music for the
orchestra.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. The dude wipes, of course. All guests on the Bob and Tom Show, by the way, receive a nice complimentary packet of dude wipes, a little bag, and dude wipes come in several nice flavors. Have we received the pumpkin or the so-called dumpkin spice dude wipes yet?
Not that I know
does
of.
not look like it.
I keep waiting.
Some herbal relief, some mint chill, some shea butter.
This is primarily an odor component.
Yeah, you don't eat them. They're not really flavored.
No, I was going to say it would be interesting. It would be interesting if there was a person who could taste down there.
Oh, my.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You'd hand them a wipe, and they would, do what you're supposed to do with it, and then go, "Oh yeah, that's a mint kind of."
Ooh, that would be alarming.
That would be
boy.
horrible.
I mean, it'd be interesting.
I feel bad for them. I mean, they are
Go to a fancy restaurant.
tasty crap most of the time.
Now I see a centipede thing. Thank you.
Okay. In any event, that is the Dude Wipe Sports Desk over there. We were talking about that. We also got into a discussion about the way I have to sneak around my house in the morning. And Josh, you find this somewhat abhorrent.
Yeah. Man in the house shouldn't have to sneak around.
And again, it's a simple thing. I have 3 dogs, and if I wake them up, you have to take them out immediately. So my bedroom is far enough away that they don't wake up in their little space. So I'm just creeping around. But I would like to sometimes get ice for my iced tea.
Did you take the lady's suggestion yesterday that you put the ice in the freezer the night before?
This has somehow again made the list. We talked about this like Tuesday. We can't talk about something and then talk about it the next day and then say, hey, by the way, yesterday we talked about this because we talked about it the day before, and we also mentioned it the day before that.
See, that's because Christy's raising a good point. A solution was handed to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you did not try it, did you?
Not yet, but that's a brilliant idea, and it's so incredibly simple.
Mm-hmm.
So you put ice in a glass, put the glass in the refrigerator.
Right.
Then you don't have to go to the ice machine. Perfect. Okay, good. But that led to a discussion yesterday, Josh.
Your fingers might stick to the glass when you pull it out. But
about a garage refrigerator. Mm-hmm. And it turns out that most of us have garage refrigerators. I do not.
Yeah, I don't have one yet, but I will get one.
And that led to the discussion of your scofflaw young Josh Arnold.
Yeah.
And garaging, which I find absolutely fascinating. Mm-hmm. You just briefly, what was the technique again?
We would drive around and look for open garages that had refrigerators, and then we would sneak in and steal. If there was beer in them, we would steal the beer out.
Now, if there were just soft drinks, would you take those?
No.
So you had standards.
Oh yeah, we were looking to get drunk. We weren't looking.
I would like to warn anyone listening. You could get shot doing that.
Oh yeah,
Of course.
I mean, especially these days.
Yeah, I don't recommend it, but I also do. It's thrilling.
Yeah, I'm going to back Josh up on this. I have a fundamental problem with this whole segment. If we're going to do this segment, we need to start it with what we learned in the 9 o'clock hour, because people that are listening now were already listening yesterday at this time. So they're hearing everything we talked about yesterday.
I'm just reading the sheet I was handed.
Start from the bottom.
Okay. Ed Septic stopped by.
There you go.
Ed had a great new product. Remember what it was?
No.
Crack flaps.
Yeah.
Crack flaps
that's right.
for plumbers.
Yeah, so you don't have that embarrassing crack.
Yeah, you don't want
hang
that
it to your back of your shirt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know how you've seen like an NFL quarterback with the towel in front?
Right.
Yeah, this is the same thing, but in the back.
Yeah.
But it attaches to the shirt, not to the pants.
I talked to Ed last night. He's sold tens of them already.
Really?
Yeah.
Good
All
for
right.
him. What's the price on that?
$19.99.
Okay.
Or no, I'm sorry. I think he said it cost him $19.99 to make. He sells for $3.
That's right. Yeah.
And once again, it's so when a plumber bends over, you don't see that butt crack. Mm-hmm. And then they also have them for the front. What are those called again?
Dickies.
Okay, good. All right.
I still giggle every time I see a butt crack, though. I do. I really do.
No, this is weird. We had multiple people write in yesterday, I'm assuming women, that said they enjoy the show and therefore would not be a fan of the...
I don't know if I enjoy it, but I do giggle.
Oh, so they want a man. When a man's working on something.
Yeah, they like to see that. That's a turn on.
Isn't part of that the fact that the person doing it doesn't realize it's happening?
Yes.
Isn't that why it's kind of funny?
Yes.
Right.
Absolutely.
But no, I think these women were insinuating that they find it hot.
Really?
That when a man bends over and they can see his crack while he's working.
Interesting. I'd like to know if all the women electricians and plumbers and all out there, if they also have this issue.
Oh, I never even
That's
thought
a
about
very
that.
If not, could we make that happen?
Yeah. Or if it's just a guy issue.
Yeah, I'd pay extra for that.
All right.
Let's see.
Pink thong plumbing. I would hire that all day long.
Yeah, that sounds
Creeping out the top.
We learned later in the show
Well, no,
that
You're right.
Josh went to his went to a play with this says full frontal male nudity with your mom.
Yes.
Let me rephrase. Your mom was not. You went to a play with your mom, and in the play there was full frontal male nudity.
Man,
Man, yeah.
Yeah, I saw one too. Equus.
With your
with my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Equus. Anthony Hopkins was the psychiatrist.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And Broadway, 1970.
And he was naked?
No,
the horse was.
Yeah, there's a horse in one scene, and a young man. Yeah, 19 years older. So.
And he took his clothes, all of his
Yeah,
clothes
he's
off?
naked for a whole scene. Yeah, it was quite shocking.
Necessary? Did it make a...
it's still shocking. I think.
It was an excellent play. It's like a brilliant play.
Yeah, I'm aware of it, but was that...
like, whoa.
Was the nudity...
We didn't know it was coming, so my dad and I were like...
Oh, it was coming. My God, I hope you had a Gallagher Visqueen.
Now that's acting.
That is...
Boy, man.
Boy, that's pressure, though. I scene 3. Where's the fluffer?
I already did a matinee.
Now, we saw something very cool. I would recommend Googling this. a guy jumped out of an airplane with a surfboard attached to his feet, and he was sort of sky surfing as he was going down toward Earth, and he landed in a giant pool. I want to say this was somewhere in the, I think it was like the United Arab Emirates or somewhere, one of those giant surfing pools.
Yeah, the wave pool.
And he landed in such a way, he hits the water, it gets rid of the parachute immediately, and then without going underwater, catches a wave, turns and surfs it in. It's amazing.
It looks like he's going to hit a bridge.
It's great.
Just crazy.
And apparently there was a stunt like this in one of the Bond films. So I was saying it should be in one. I guess it was already in one. I didn't see that one, I guess, but I thought that was absolutely fascinating. That's about it. I think that we didn't cover in the 9. I'll see. I can tell you what we did cover in the 9 o'clock cover. That's going to make you happy.
No, I mean, Oh, never mind.
Speak your mind.
I'm just saying it makes more sense. It's more. Why rehash like that? Josh says you don't want to rehash the same things over and over to the same people.
I fully understand that. Okay. What's coming up, Christy?
Coming up, we got sports, don't we?
Oh, I got a lot of sports, so watch out.
Oh, I like that.
He's talking about sports.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Is that your tagline?
Watch out. Sports with Oscar. Watch out.
In your face.
Do you want some sports?
You can give me a couple headlines.
The Indiana Fever fans are...
Who?
The Indiana Fever fans.
Now, you're not going to start.
That's right.
Good start.
Oh, come on. Give the guy a break.
I love you.
Alyssa Thomas had 19 points and 13 assists to help Connecticut Sun sweep Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever out of the playoffs in an 87-81 win Wednesday night. The third-seeded Sun will now face Minnesota in the semifinals, which begins Sunday. Clark played much better in Game 2 than she did in her postseason debut last Sunday. The Rookie of the Year finished with 25 points, 9 assists, but it wasn't enough. And now everyone is done watching the WNBA till next season.
I wouldn't say that.
UNLV quarterback Matthew Sluka has decided to sit out the rest of the undefeated team's season because of a dispute over $100,000 NIL payment, which was promised but never paid.
This is really complicated. He claims that one of the assistant coaches said it's a mess.
The Rebels are 3-0, led by the Holy Cross transfer, who can preserve his last year of college eligibility by not playing in any more games.
He's going to redshirt. But it's very complicated, and there's all kinds of legal issues, and this whole thing is getting pretty muddy with regard to the NIL. So he may end up getting more money somewhere else next year. Who knows? But
it's crazy. Have you seen some of the gymnasts? These female gymnasts are making millions, and they aren't even the best ones on the team.
Oh, that's because they're on Instagram or whatever. Yeah, because they're the prettiest. Yeah.
The way it should be.
I see.
Shohei Otani singled in the go-ahead run before...
Hey, Otani. There you go.
We're not doing that.
No.
That never caught on.
Shohei Otani singled in the go-ahead run before stealing his 56th base of the season as the Los Angeles Dodgers edged out the second-place San Diego Padres 4-3 to move within a victory of clinching the National League West. Speaking of Shohei Otani, the baseball that he hit for his 50th home run, which gave him 50 homers and 50 stolen bases in the same season, is going up for auction Friday.
Oh, the person didn't give it back to him?
No.
Oh, okay.
Otani became the first player in Major League history in the 50-50 club. The opening bid for the ball?
How much?
I'm going to say $100,000.
Already know.
No idea.
$500,000.
Oh, come on.
No.
$500,000 is the opening bid.
$500,000.
Yep.
I'd read that last week that the Dodgers offered him $300,000 for the ball, and he turned that down.
I can't believe he turned that down.
It says the fan who caught it is working with Golden, a New York, Jersey-based auction house. There is black scuffing and abrasions on the white leather ball, which was authenticated by Major League Baseball.
Sure. Wow.
Who's got money to piss away on that?
Right?
There are people. Yes,
Okay.
Speaking of Major League Baseball, it's thriving 2 years after introducing sweeping measures to make the game more exciting.
The decision to introduce a pitch clock, ban defensive shifts, and limit throwovers have produced a more compelling product for fans. Attendance is up how much?
8%.
11% since
good guess.
2022. Younger fans are buying more tickets and watching more games than they were 5 years ago. The increased popularity of content creators around the game has also introduced baseball to new audiences.
That's, I think, more of an answer than the pitch clock and stuff like that. I'm not saying it's not helping, but if your daughter's favorite Instagrammer is at the ball game,
yeah,
exactly,
saying you should go to the ball game, she probably wants to go to the ball game.
If only Taylor Swift had fallen in love with a baseball player.
Right.
Yeah. Well, it's good news for baseball. I think it's nice.
I was just looking at something we talked about later in the show to make you happy, Christy.
I'm not unhappy.
No.
Oh, well, Tom, real quick, National Hockey League preseason scores.
Oh, God.
Tampa Bay beats Florida, Washington over New Jersey, Columbus.
I don't care.
Over the St. Louis Blues 3-0. Winnipeg, Dallas, Detroit, and Los Angeles, all winners.
And games that mean nothing. Now, we talked about the alpaca haircut. I know you're a fan of those creatures.
Alpacas? Oh, gosh, yes. I want some.
I
have a friend, Tom Esserline, in Pennsylvania, has a big alpaca farm.
But this is if you had an extra $1 million, you'd get a nice little farm and have it populated by alpacas?
Yes.
And these are the miniature llamas, right?
Yes.
Okay. And they spit. Is that correct?
Well, I don't know if they spit. Llamas spit. I haven't been around alpacas enough to know if they spit.
But you want to have some?
Yes, I do.
If they really love you, they'll swallow.
It's just a slow pitch. I was waiting.
Yeah.
There's a haircut. There's a haircut called it's now called the alpaca, which I don't think it differs from the broccoli.
Not really.
Not very much. It doesn't seem to.
It's all shaved down around the bottom, and then there's curlies on the top.
Yeah, and this is apparently, according to this news account, it's very popular with teen boys, many of whom are getting perms so that it's fluffy on top, but it's shaved around the sides. But it's not the Hitler Youth thing that's been going around for the last couple of years that's kind of short on top with the shaved sides. Looks like you're about to get go in the electric chair. And it's described as having a, quote, signature poof.
Where was this when I was in high school? I had this hair
I was going to
my
say,
whole
you would
life.
have been.
You got curly, you'd be good at this.
Oh, I would have loved it.
You could do it now.
Yeah, I can do it right now, but
He's not, because he's a grown-ass man.
thank you, Christy. Finally, someone acknowledges it.
It's surprising how many people that are of a certain age do dumb fashion
Did you ever
things
get
like
a
this.
perm back in the day?
No, I did not.
Because it was big in your college days.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Did you get one, Pat?
No.
Oh, I had to get those when I was a kid. My mom would give the Tony Home perm.
A lot of rock band. Don Henley famously had one.
Really?
Yeah.
My hair looked
Of the Eagles.
permed. Like people would be like, "Oh, who permed your hair?" I'm like, "I'm a boy."
So it was that.
Yeah.
Curly.
Oh, my nickname was Fro for at least 6 years.
Oh, okay.
Because it was just a natural afro.
You have beautiful hair.
I would go to
thank
bed
you.
with I'd go to bed with Scotch tape on my hair to keep my bangs like one of the Beatles. For 3 years, I would tape my hair.
Holy
I'd
cow.
Wake up, it would be perfect.
No kidding.
How weird is that?
Are you serious?
You win.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to see a
You had
picture of that.
bangs?
I have to see a picture of that.
Oh, wow.
Just like one of the Beatles.
That's fantastic.
You would tape your hair
Scotch
down
tape.
at
I would
night.
tape my hair. Yeah.
So if you're wondering, by the way, to look at the so-called alpaca haircut, it's imagine like Beaker,
Yeah,
the Muppet.
that's perfect.
Yeah, I prefer calling it the Labradude in honor of all the Labradoodles out there. Right now, I would like to remind you that this portion of the Bob and Tom Show is brought to you by our friends at BetterHelp. What is BetterHelp? BetterHelp is all about accessing therapy, and therapy can be a great thing for you. Help you kind of shake off some of the stodginess that happens as you grow older and you stop learning about stuff. You lose your curiosity. It's not just for something when you've had some horrific trauma in your life. Therapy can be very helpful. And if you're interested in accessing therapy in a much more elegant way, a much more a simpler way, try BetterHelp. BetterHelp because the therapy's done online. It can be done like a Zoom call. It can be done like a phone call. It can be done texting back and forth with a licensed therapist. The way it works is you go online to betterhelp.com/BT show, and you'll be hooked up with a therapist, one of 35,000 therapists participating in this program. And then you, we'll put it this way, it's a lot more flexible. You don't have to drive across town and go to the office of a therapist because you can do it online, like a Zoom call, like I said, or a phone call, et cetera, et cetera. So rediscover your curiosity with BetterHelp. Therapy access through BetterHelp. Once again, it's betterhelp.com/BT show. That's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, betterhelp.com/BT show. The /BT show part knocks 10% off your first month. Once again, betterhelp.com/BT show. Coming up, we'll polish off some sporting news at the Dude Wipe Sports Desk and see what's going on with Christy Lee. We got a song coming up from Pat Godwin. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
Celebrate the life and comedy of our friend and colleague, Ron Sexton. It's the Ron Sexton Memorial Comedy Show, Saturday, September 28th at the Belterra Resort and Casino in Florence, Indiana, featuring Greg Hahn, Kostaki Economopoulos, Chelsea Lynn, Tom Mabe, Jimmy Schubert, and Bob Zaney. Proceeds from the show will go to the nonprofit You4Me, honoring Ron's legacy while helping comedians who struggle with addiction. Details and tickets at DonnieBaker.com.
A Swedish sexual rights group unilaterally proclaimed a new English term for what it considers one of the most misunderstood parts of the female anatomy.
Who's this group? I'm sorry.
A Swedish sexual rights group.
Okay.
They want to change the name of the hymen to the vaginal corona.
The vaginal corona?
C-O-R-O-N-A.
So does that mean it's still
Isn't
there?
that corona?
If there's a lime in it?
What? C-O-R-O-N-A. Corona, right?
What is
corona?
Isn't that already taken?
Vaginal corona?
No, isn't corona already used in anatomy?
Well, not vaginal corona.
Not vaginally.
You can add the names. But vaginal corona.
Who was upset about the word hymen?
The group hoped the new term would displace the traditional Swedish word for hymen, which is too long and too weird for me to pronounce, which translates literally as virginity membrane and led to misconceptions about female sexuality.
It's the, you pronounce that the phenortner.
The phenortner?
The phenortner.
Actually,
I think it's the plug-in vagin.
The phenortner. The plug-in vagin.
The plug-in vagin.
See,
Come on.
Go with the
See
corona.
why I sat on this story for 2 hours?
Come
I
on
was a little
now.
worried about
Hyman's classic, like Yankees. You're not going to get rid of that.
But it was...
So this is just the Swedish. They don't want to change the English term. They just want to go. This
No,
is just
it's,
for
well,
the Swedish language. So I
Yes,
see.
the Swedish are changing.
because of the guilt associated with...
So it would be as
it
if
breaks before you actually have sex.
So
yeah, in case you
what's the
have
loose
Corona
translation?
has burst.
Yeah.
Oh, really? And
What do you mean, the
how
loose
could that?
translation?
I'm confused. So
And
what's
that
the
could
new
always
what's the
happen
new
accidentally.
Swedish word?
Vaginal corona.
But that's English.
I don't know what the Swedish word is.
They're the ones changing it.
I know, but it's hard to pronounce, I guess. Durkin.
Don't the Swedes with Tiger? Don't they have enough trouble right now?
No,
Shouldn't they just be quiet about stuff for a little while?
Yeah, but you know, it's sex over there.
It is, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
They are way ahead of us sexually. I can't
Yeah.
argue with that.
Well, I can't wait to see the commercials.
Yeah.
If you get the Corona, they got the one right now where the limes are being. They're playing
the
finger flip football.
Finger flip football with limes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You
They
can
also have the
imagine
other
if all
one
of a
where
sudden there's a
there's a-
hymen involved in that.
The guy's skipping rocks, and then he skips his phone.
Do you see the one where the woman and the man are sitting there in the lounge chairs looking out at the ocean, and the girl walks by, and the guy spends a little bit too much time looking at her?
Yeah.
And she
squirts
squeezes
him.
the line. He waits way too long to react. He jumps late.
Because they're acting.
Yeah, that's a bad job.
And, the actor
it's just a bad job.
Used to having things squirted in his face.
Yeah, that's true. And the last thing that actor's interested in is a woman walking by in a bikini. That's probably.
That's where the acting.
Let me get that phone call. Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, man. It's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie. Oh, hi, Donnie.
I think I've solved this puzzle while they're changing Hyma to Coronas.
Yeah?
Well, because everybody knows in fourth grade, English class, you learn about hymens. I mean, certain words are hymenated. Super Bowl, slow pitch, doghouse, squirt gun.
Donnie, that's hyphen.
Hyphen.
It's all hymenated. Punt, pass, and kick, all of them.
Punt, pass, and kick? Okay, those are hyphens. Okay, we'll find out more about
vaginal corona.
Hymen talk. We'll come back. I'm very confused when we return.
Know it all.
Hi, man, it's Donnie Baker. Guess what? I saved up some money and bought this new badass spy camera. I swear to God I did. Check this thing out. Oh, this is the green room they talk about. Hey, look, it's early man with a coke habit. This is badass. Oh, I swear to God. A real microwave? Who else is craving pizza rolls? Oh, my God, and here's a snack table. Snickers peanut butter. That's got all 4 food groups. Plus, it's squared. Eureka! Mountain Dew from both the northern and southern states. Oh, this has real sugar. Oh, that's going to help my metabolism. I'm loading these down. That's the great thing about Zubaz. It's like a kangaroo. I got a pouch on both sides.
Donnie?
There's a
I haven't seen you forever. How have you been?
I'm good. Just
Donnie,
getting
what are you doing?
free samples.
Donnie, we've talked about this. I thought I told you there was one for you. We have so many people.
Well, I've been caller 9 16 times.
Donnie,
what are you going
to talk about this?
So I've had a pretty good adventure with this spy camera. Need to pinch the bridge for a second. I would highly recommend this spy camera. There's so much you can do, and you'll never be caught. I swear to God, I'm Donnie Baker, and I approve this message. Who are you? Stop spying on me.
We already called the cops. You might want to get moving. You might be able to get out of here before they get here.
And this is a DNA sample. I gotta go.
Around the corner.
Hey, it's the Bob and Tom Show. Christy at the Silac News Desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin here in the room with us.
Hey.
Jeff Oskey in for Chick McGee at the Dude Wife Sports Desk.
Howdy.
There's Ace. I'm Josh, and there's Tom.
Coming up, comedians Nick Griffin and Al Jackson, plus a special edition of the Shoe-In of the Week, including our Pigskin Picks winner, Brady Slade's picks. We already have them. Brady Slade from the Commonwealth of Kentucky, our winner in Week 3 of our Pigskin Picks competition. Now, of course, the Week 4 begins this evening, so you've got to get your picks in today. Go to bobandtom.com/contest and just pick the winners. You don't have to know anything. You can just be lucky. Who knows? But you don't have to worry about the spread, et cetera, et cetera. Just have some fun. bobandtom.com/contest. At stake each week, a $500 gift card from Steven Singer Jewelers. Find out more at IHateStevenSinger.com. There we go.
Hey, Tom, remember yesterday during the Allie Breen call, she told us a story about a guy who was staying at his parents' house, or lived with his parents still. Mm-hmm. But they were often out of town, and he would meet women and claim that he was a doctor or a lawyer. And
that it was his house.
That it was his house. And so these women would... Well, guess what happened? As you might expect from a sitcom-type scenario, he fell in love with a girl. And he needs to know, how do I come clean?
So she thinks that the house that he took her to is his.
Yeah, and that he has a career that he doesn't have and all this stuff. Well, we've gotten some emails. This one comes to us from Greg. He says, I have a story related. A friend of mine faked a thick Scottish accent to hook up with a girl. They ended up seeing each other for like 3 months. Finally, she wanted to meet his parents at Christmas time, and he had to come clean, and it didn't end well.
Oh, I bet not.
Yeah.
People don't like being lied to.
No.
It's weird.
You know what?
It's weird.
I found that out, too.
They like to know who they're actually
I've never understood lying to a potential, like someone they're going to find out.
Sure.
Like that, when I met Maggie, first date, I have bad credit. I have no money. I have a horrible baby mama. I got a kid that I'm in charge of. If any of this is a problem, just leave now. Leave now. I'm bringing nothing to the table. So if you want something, find another man.
Yeah, but you're not telling the whole story. You did it with an English accent.
Scottish accent's a really bold choice.
That's first of all hard to do.
Yes.
And then how do you keep it up?
Yeah, for 3 months.
I mean, then does he have to do it? What if he sees one of his friends?
Right.
And they walk in and go, "Hey, Steve, what the hell are you doing?"
Yeah.
How would you keep that up? You would. Why?
He had some co-conspirators, I bet.
Yeah.
I know a gentleman who worked at my lady's work for 7 years, who was from supposedly Australia. He met one of the servers there. They had a child together, were together 4 years, and she learned he was actually from Texas and had been faking the accent for 7 years.
Oh, my
amongst
goodness.
all the co-workers, no one knew. Not a single soul knew.
How did they out him?
Finally, the baby mama, someone came looking for him and contacted the mother of his son.
Oh.
And that's how she found out.
So this guy was not necessarily kind of on the run, not necessarily from the law, but from some...
Right. And as soon as he was discovered, he took off back to Texas, and no one's heard from him in like 5 years.
Oh, my goodness. That poor
What about the kid?
There's something going on there.
She has since remarried.
Oh, okay, good.
The new father has taken on the child and loves the child very much.
That's great.
There's something going on with that guy.
But can you imagine faking it for 7 years?
Is that like a mental illness, like a multiple personality kind of thing?
I don't know. Maybe it's a...
Like she lived with him.
Right.
Like he faked it 24/7.
God.
There's a couple movies that are kind of like this where the guy turns out to have a past.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
What's the one? Wait a minute. What's the one like American Violence? What is the...
There's American History X, but... History of Violence.
History of Violence. Yeah, that one. Without giving much away, partway through the movie, you find out.
Yeah, that's a kind of a movie I would never go see just by the title.
Here's the thing.
History of Violence?
Don't watch the first few minutes.
Yeah.
Then watch the part, and there's a scene on a stairway.
You'll like that scene.
Put it this way: your husband will send me a thank you card. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Okay.
All right. Then after the scene in the stairway, you'll know. Then you can turn the movie off.
Okay.
But like that means he was faking the accent like during lovemaking. Oh boy, Crocky, that's a good Hummer you got going there, my lady.
Now is Hummer is that an Australian term?
I have no idea. But that's so insane, right?
Yes, there's something.
I've always wondered if a guy like that, he's like been faking the accent the whole time. Then he accidentally hits his thumb with a hammer. If all of a sudden he becomes a good old Texan again.
Right.
Mother
got away with it.
And it's a good thing you never ran into anybody from Australia because they'll call you out like, "Oh, that's a terrible Australian accent."
Right.
And then it becomes Stalag 17.
Yeah.
Whatever that line was. 6 o'clock in Berlin. Check time zones.
What really gave him away that he wasn't Australian was he was drinking a Foster's.
Right. They're like, we see right through that.
Nobody in Australia drinks that.
Isn't that brewed in... that's brewed in the States, right?
Like Memphis or something.
Okay, wow. That's really amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
That'd be quite a challenge. Well, isn't there... there's a couple really good movies in which someone takes someone else's identity.
Yeah, of course.
The Passenger, there's that one, and technically Don Draper.
Yeah, Mad Men.
Yeah.
And Mad Men. That's the backstory, which is very cool.
Spoiler alert.
So our advice again, the scenario of the letter was this guy has been dating a woman for a month. She thinks that the house that he takes her to is his. When In fact, it's his parents. Well, I'm wondering, how would you not know that when you go into the house?
Well,
because it's going to look like
your mom and dad's house.
Yeah, like your mom decorated. This is a lovely doily,
Unless
Greg.
your mom and dad are really cool and really rich, and then they have that decorator look no matter what.
Oh, yeah.
So,
but would you have to move pictures around and change the artwork? And
I don't know.
I don't know.
Some people don't have pictures of family up.
Yeah, you're right.
I think is that becoming more rare?
Yes.
What?
Having pictures.
Family photos.
Of family up.
Not at my place.
Well, good.
Those aren't photos. Those are paintings.
Well, some of them.
Did you get your kids' portraits done?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was wondering if that family tradition
Had continued.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Absolutely. You made them sit for a portrait.
No, it's done now. Well,
now they have photography, but back when Tom got his done, they had to sit for hours on end.
Hey, shut up! There was a daguerreotype taken. No, actually, yeah, the lady that did these, you take several pictures and send them to her.
Okay.
And it takes a year.
Oh, I'm sure.
But and they're actually not painting; they're drawing. They're They're beautiful. They're really neat. I highly recommend it. Now, coming up in sports, what do we have over there?
Oh, some LeBron James news. Some farting during a dart competition.
This is something.
Oh, this has been a thing.
This is a thing. This is if it's happened again. There was a huge story where they went to the judges and. The guy claimed that
he did it on purpose?
Yeah. He claimed the other guy was farting so much he couldn't throw.
It was a distraction move.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And we'll find out what the latest is.
And we have the world's oldest cheese.
I bet that's gross.
But it's stinky.
Yeah.
I'd rather smell the darters' farts.
That's funny enough. Actually, that's the name of the cheese. It's English. I said, do you have any of the darters' farts? Yes, I love it. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello, my name is Alexa. If you have a smart speaker and what to hear, Bob and Tom Radio, just say Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn. Now, you try it.
Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
That's the first smart thing you've said to me since you took me out of the box.
King Shark. When Charles was a young prince, he never thought he'd be king. Finally ruling England at the age of 73. King Chuck. The Queen was his mama. Lucky Chuck. She used the Oxford comma. Born in the royal palace, hands never callous. King Chuck. Now that his mama's gone, I hope he doesn't fail. What exactly did he do as the fancy Prince of Wales? King Chuck. His teeth and ears look big and funny. Bucky Chuck. Will they fit on stamps and money? Born in the royal palace, hands never callous. King Chuck. Chuck, Chuck. The Queen, she had her corgis. Chuck, Chuck. Prince Andrew had his orgies. Chuck, Chuck. He's wild, that brother Andy. King Chuck, Chuck. On Epstein Island, dude got randy. Prince Harry moved from good out to Hollywood. King Chuck. Chuck, Chuck. Charles loves the polo ponies. King Chuck, Chuck. And dressing up for ceremonies. King Chuck, Chuck. He wears a kilt, please don't stare. King Chuck, Chuck. He's not wearing underwear. Finally gets to rule, cause he's got the family jewels. King Chuck. He married Diana, they had a castle and a villa. King, but all the time he dreamed about the homely one, Camilla. King Chuck. Couldn't wait to get his hands on Horny Chuck. Said he'd like to be her tampon. Born in the royal palace, has the royal phallus. He's so old it won't be long, we'll have to write another song. King Will.
Hi,
Hi, this is Chick McGee from the Bob and Tom Show. Missed some of the show? Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcast. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Shall we? Comedian Dave Dugan has joined us here in the studio. And I understand you are in the process of downsizing. You're moving from your lifelong home to a smaller facility.
Oh, yeah.
By facility, I mean a home. not like
at last, a supervised facility.
Not the booby hatch. Mother and I are downsizing. When you downsize, you have to have like some sort of cute nickname for each other. I call her Mother. She calls me, what is it? She bastard. and so, but it's a living hell for a hoarder to have to downsize. And then finding the place that you're going to move to. You know, everything's real important to everybody now with trendy fixtures and the backsplash and all. I just care about the water pressure in the shower. That's all I really care about.
Good.
Fair
It's
enough.
got to be there should be a setting on a shower head called prison pose. Because I don't want to just get clean. I want to be punished. If I'm not getting what I want from that shower head, I'll taunt it. Is that all you got, Big Daddy? But when you downsize,
you want the Silkwood level.
Yes.
It presents a lot of arguments because of how much stuff I have held on to.
Yes.
And I've got a story about why I can't let go of it. Everything's got to I've still got my kids from the baby gap and it's like what do you think you're going to do with these? Well, I mean, when I got them, I thought maybe I would meet a Chinese imperialist guy and he'd want me to have my feet bounded, and then they'd get so tiny. What am I going to wear? Oh yeah, I got those baby Gap kids that I can.
Yeah, handy. Winter.
Hey, it's the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance Company news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin. Is it okay to call you Maestro?
Yes, call me Maestro.
Oh, I like
Court
that.
composer, call me anything you like. Don't call me late for lunch.
Well, Maestro, it's good to have you here in the room with us.
The wink release. I know this is radio, but the wink release sold it.
Yeah. Jeff Oskey sitting at the Dude Wipe Sports Desk in for Chick McGee.
Watch out.
Yeah. Watch out. He's already got his own catchphrase. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I'm Josh Arnold, and there's Tom.
Now, Now, we were talking about this letter that we got during the Sexy Time segment with Allie Breen. The nature of the letter was this guy, let's see, he's, his parents are out of town a lot, so he met some woman, took her back to his parents' house, which apparently is quite nice.
He lives there, by the way.
Yeah, he lives in the basement. But he claims that he claimed it was his house.
Sure.
And he also said he was a doctor. A physician. So he's created this big lie. It turns out he really likes this woman. Now he wants to know what to do. How can he get out of it? And this led to a discussion about someone with an accent. How did that go again? The guy was...
Jeff had experience.
Jeff had a great story about a guy who did it for months.
Years. Like
That's
7 years.
7
Had a
years.
child with a woman who thought she was from Australia.
It turned out he was from Texas.
Yeah, apparently this is common. Another guy wrote in and said his buddy knew a guy who used a Scottish accent for a few months and then eventually fessed up. And
I was thinking about that. The movie Breaking Away.
Yeah.
Great movie. What is it? Daniel Stern's in it. Dennis Quaid, Dennis Christopher. It takes place on a college campus, and they're townies. And remember this? The one kid's really into bikes, so he puts on a fake Italian accent. The Dennis Christopher character. Yeah, great movie.
Yeah,
it takes place in Bloomington, Indiana.
Yeah, it is.
And they call them the Cutters, and it's a terrific movie. But remember, he meets this woman, and she thinks he's this Italian kid. And eventually, at the end, well, I won't say what happens, but we're talking about this off the air, and then Pat Godwin goes.
A year before that movie was filmed, I was in that town, Bloomington, Indiana.
Right.
Walking around, I was staying at my sister's in her dorm. I didn't have a job, nothing. I wasn't going to school, and I'm walking around, lost. This beautiful girl, this like strawberry blonde, was walking around, and I said, I'm lost. Can you tell me how to get to the horrible, like in English? I don't know what I was doing. I was trying to do the Beatles. I'm trying to get to the auditorium to see this concert. She said, where are you from? And I said, I went with Australia because I thought it sounded so bad. I said, do you mind if I tag along? It was like that, like a bad Beatles. And I tagged along. She was on the first date. We ended up dating, and that was my first girlfriend for 5 years. But like for a whole week, I had to keep up, all right, where are you going to go tonight? Like a bad.
So how did you come out to her like that?
I just finally said, hey, I have to tell you something. I started talking like an American, like myself. She says, where'd your accent go? That's what I have to tell you.
Oh.
Yeah.
What did she say?
She was mad for the whole day, and then she got...
But then after that 1 week, you guys were together for 5 years.
5 years.
Okay.
Yeah, my first kid.
That's how charming you are.
Kim Staggs. Yeah.
And then what did she ask you why you kept taping your bangs down at night when you guys would go to bed?
That was when I was 6 or 7.
Oh, okay.
But that is sort of the plot of one of the subplots, I guess, of Breaking Away. That's so interesting. Wow. Why did it just spontaneously? You thought that would be funny?
I always went with some little lie, and I still do to this day. I go with an age lie or something. I guess I don't feel comfortable with myself.
Why is that? You're a great guy.
Oh, well, thank you, Christy. What are you doing tonight?
Well, ask my husband.
Ask my husband. See, one time you don't lie, it doesn't work out.
Yeah. I mean, what are you doing tonight?
Women like a guy with an accent. There's no doubt about it.
I mean, that's a really good.
Yeah, but again, starting off a relationship with a lie.
I know it's terrible,
But if you do a bad accent, you got to lie and say Australia.
Wow.
Because you did not sound Australian.
No, not even close. Not even close to English.
That is so good.
It's like a bad Beatles. We'll make it a record.
What's the best lie you ever told a woman?
The best lie?
Yeah.
I've got several. I can. This is a really bad topic. I've had a vasectomy.
Christy, can you think of a lie that you told a real whopper that you told a guy?
No, not right off the top of my head. Let me think about it because my memory's not that great.
Well, I don't. You don't strike me as somebody.
I'm not a big liar.
Make up a lot of stuff.
No,
yeah.
You don't really have.
Now, Josh, when you were living in South Korea working as a teacher, did you come up with any? Like back home in America, you probably don't know this, but I'm very well known.
Did the women find you exotic?
Not as exotic because I have dark hair and dark eyes.
Oh, okay.
Korean women really thought blonde hair and blue eyes was super exotic because they never experienced. They don't see that really over there. So my dark hair and brown eyes went against me a little bit, but they also big noses are big over there. They want very accentuated big noses because a lot of Korean men tend to have flatter noses, and so they like it. That's also part of an exotic look. Huh. I don't know if I fall into a big nose category or not.
No, you don't. No, not at all.
But I did. I dated a couple Korean women, and
had a great time.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Would you tell them on the first day that you'd had a nose job? My proboscis used to be profoundly greater than this. That's interesting. Now, Pat, since you've got your guitar right there,
yes.
There was an interesting news story about this whole situation with Sean Combs, a.k.a. Puff Daddy / P. Diddy.
Yeah.
And he's in jail right now, actually, awaiting
Probably
trial.
Not getting out.
Who knows? He's been accused of having these what are these
white parties,
orgies, and there's apparently accusations of human trafficking. But I guess during one of these searches, they found 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
That's right.
Which is a lot. I guess for an orgy, though, Josh, you were saying, sounds like it's pretty much necessary.
I'm with Christy on this. I think they were filling up a pool.
Yeah, I think they're wrestling.
Kiddie pool, wrestling, doing something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, in any event, you have a song about Mr. Diddy?
I went to a Diddy party. No one was wearing clothes. There were boobs, butts, and big old dudes, white powder on their nose. When I left the Diddy party, oh, I barely knew my name. The punch was laced with GHB. Punch was laced with GHB, and I'll never walk the same. And it's all out there now, a freak off show and tell. Dancers please everyone while Diddy pleases himself. Stars came from Hollywood. Of course, J-Lo's there.
Allegedly.
Leo brought his latest boo, the cover girl from Marie Claire.
Allegedly.
Tigers on the dance. We're not going to get sued on this one. Tigers on the dance floor. In the bedroom, there's a big gang bang. Is that Diddy in the dark in a party dress? You can see his Vera Wang. It's all out there now. The FBI has videos and 1,000 bottles of baby oil and greased up Diddy hose. Diddy who? Did he do me or you? Diddy's doing time, maybe a dime, maybe do a lifetime or two.
Thank you very much.
Rhyming videos with Diddy hoses. I love it. Stroke of genius.
I thought that too when I wrote this.
Yeah, that is so nice.
Very nice.
Thank you, Maestro.
Perhaps we can get the piece I did with Mr. Combs, the famous Vanilla Guy. Or maybe not? Okay, good. Is that going to hit the shelf permanently? Right now, I want to remind you the best way to listen to this show, of course, is on those Raycon everyday earbuds, the earbuds that are twice as good and cost half as much. Special rate, of course, if you go to buyraycon.com/Tom. Do it today. It'll knock 15% off your Raybud purchase. Did I say a Raybud? I meant to say Raycon earbuds. Thank you very much. And they've got a whole new line of them, the upgraded model, with all kinds of cool stuff on them and also some cool colors. I happen to have the blush violet. That's how confident I am. They also have forest green, royal blue, classic black. The Raycon earbuds, they've been upgraded with a bunch of cool stuff from the world of electronics, like multi-point connectivity, so you can put two devices together. You don't have to wear all four yourself. Someone else can wear them, but you listen to the same thing. Ergonomic earbud shape, of course, fits the widest range of ears. Every ear out there, it's going to fit your ears. They're not going to fall out. And they've got a happiness guarantee, which means if you don't like the Raycon earbuds, send them back, and you'll get your money back. So, once again, it's buyraycon.com/Tom, 15% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon/ buyraycon.com/Tom. It's very simple. A lot of three-letter words there. Buy, Raycon, Tom. You got it? Okay, Roger, over and out. Buyraycon.com/Tom. Coming up, comedians Nick Griffin and comedian Al Jackson will be joining us. And we have darts and farts in sports for real. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker. Guess what? I saved up some money and bought this new badass spy camera. I swear to God I did. Check this thing out. Perfect. Office supplies. Man, you can do a billion things with stuff. Staple remover, notepads. Looks like we got some erasers. There's over 1 million textiles in here. What? Oh, I have an idea. I swear to God, I just hit the jackpot. I learned this from my mom, Phyllis. See, you take the Post-it note, which appears to be just a common Post-it note. Then you take your pot you keep in a Parmesan cup, put your pot right here in the middle, and automatically you got free rolling papers. I swear to God, man, once you inhale the adhesive, oh, you'll get people hooked. It's like a Fortune 500 buzz. This will be the next plot line on Breaking Bad 4. Well, let's get to work. Hey, man.
Hey, Donnie. I don't think you're supposed to be back here.
It's okay, man. I shut the door. Look, I come loaded for bear. I know how much you like this stuff. Don't start tweaking. I made these myself with Post-it notes. Here's your free one.
It's sticky.
Well, how else you think you're supposed to get hooked on it, Dick? Go ahead and hit it with a lighter, and this will keep you from snorting that Scotch tape at Christmas time. But wait, I want payment now. I want my payment now. $20 like usual.
I don't have any cash. You take credit card?
Yeah, what am I going to do with that? Run it up the crack of my ass? There's your other joint.
Come on, Donnie.
I gotta go.
Celebrate the life and comedy of our friend and colleague, Ron Sexton. It's the Ron Sexton Memorial Comedy Show, Saturday, September 28th at the Belterra Resort and Casino in Florence, Indiana, featuring Greg Hahn, Kostaki Economopoulos, Chelsea Lynn, Tom Mabe, Jimmy Schubert, and Bob Zaney. Proceeds from the show will go to the nonprofit U4Me, honoring Ron's legacy while helping comedians who struggle with addiction. Details and tickets at DonnieBaker.com.
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker. Guess what? I saved up some money and bought this new badass spy camera. I swear to God I did. Check this thing out. Yep, this is where it happens, a Bob and Tom studio. Oh, perfect. Don't even look like they're busy.
Everything's good today.
Hey guys, I got a question. Excuse me. Hey, what's happening?
What are you doing here?
Donnie Baker.
Well,
Donnie, we're working here.
Yeah, well, I'm working too, because the fact remains, I ain't going to just keep calling into you guys without a pay raise. I need a pay raise, and I want a better parking spot.
Employee, you moron.
Okay, well, I'm not taking less than what I'm asking for. I swear to
getting anything.
Well, but I won't settle for that. I want to pay it.
We'll multiply that by 2.
I'll call FICA. You okay if you're going to times it by...
Go right ahead. Will you just get out of here? You don't even work here.
Well, okay, how about some Bon Jovi tickets? Angel Skinner loves John Bon Jovi.
Sure, we've got Bon Jovi tickets, absolutely. We'll get one for Angel.
Parking pass?
She'll get to go with Jay Baker to see the show.
Ah, okay. Those are great seats.
Tell her to bring extra pants.
I gotta go.
Oh, man.
Hey, it's the Bob and Tom Show. My gosh, if Christy, Pat, Ace, and I aren't in here, as well as Jeff Oskey, sitting in for Chick McGee. And look who's joined us, Tommy. Jess Hooker.
She's got that cool new haircut. Looks good.
Thanks.
Looks good. You got the curls going. A little bit of a flip.
Natural flippiness.
Yeah, you look very nice.
Like a Springsteen roadie.
Oh yeah.
You got the blue jean jacket. Very nice. Very nice. Good to see you.
Blue jean jacket.
Blue jean baby queen. What was that? Do you remember that?
Blue jean baby queen.
Rock on.
Yeah.
Okay.
David Essex.
Yes.
And Def Leppard.
And who?
Def Leppard.
They did a cover of that?
Did Rock On?
I'll have to give that a listen.
I did not know that. Well, coming up, we have something semi-obscure. Ace, you're ineligible. Hear me here?
I've seen them in concert.
Oh, God. Here we go. I'm going to ask. I'll start with you, Josh. Do you know who this is?
Sounds familiar.
Boy, nothing's coming to mind.
Here, this will give you a hint here.
I don't know if I know.
Christy?
But I
know
like
the
it.
song, but I don't know who it is.
Oh, I like that.
The singer's been in here. That's the great Paul Rogers from Free and Bad Company.
Okay.
And that was a band called The Firm.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And that was Jimmy Page, right?
Jimmy Page on
Didn't
guitar.
they have another song that was a hit?
That was a hit, kind of. Wasn't it?
Satisfaction Guaranteed was it?
That was it.
About what era? 80s?
Mid-80s? What?
Mid-80s, yeah.
Okay.
Satisfaction Guaranteed is the one that
I like
I'm more
that, too.
familiar with.
That's great. Paul Rogers is one of the greatest singers of all time. When he was in here, one funny story, his roadie came out, and he had a microphone stand that was like a tripod on the bottom, had three sort of things coming. His roadie came out, he put a piece of tape on the floor, and it took a measuring, and then a piece of wood, like masking tape on the floor, a little tiny piece, and then he measured a certain distance, set up the mic stand, and then he took a piece of wood, like a 1 by just a little chunk of wood, and he tilted the microphone stand. Are you following this? So that one of the legs was on this piece of wood, so the mic stand was just at a slight angle.
Okay.
Right.
And then when Paul came out, Mr. Rogers put his foot on the piece of tape, and got right in position, and that's where he sang.
He didn't touch the mic the whole time because he knew that's where it was supposed to go.
And the guy is, as you know, Pat, as on pitch and great singer.
Yeah, that guy's great.
And he was incredibly nice, which is also, that's always a big plus for me when you get some rock star who's also a really nice guy. And
he did steal something from...
oh, did he?
A friend of mine, yeah.
Oh.
My friend Johnny, he was a schoolboy. Yeah. It was kind of a sad story, really. He got himself a cheap guitar, but then he ended up becoming quite a rock star. Went straight up to number one. And then he died, and...
I don't keep going. I'm enjoying it.
Paul Rogers came, and I'm going to write a song about this.
We're discussing a rather interesting letter in which a guy was pretending that his parents' house was his, said he was a doctor and he wasn't. And you heard this. Did you hear about this, Jess?
Yeah, she was here yesterday, remember?
Yeah.
A wild story.
Yeah, that was.
What do you think he should do? He wants to. Does he come clean to this woman and tell her that it's not his stuff? Or?
Oh yeah, I think he has. He has to. But I don't think I would be mad if a guy told me that. I'd be like, yeah.
Okay, if you thought you were dating a doctor and he says, I work at Arby's, you're not going to be mad?
Oh, yeah,
and
that
I live
part.
in my parents' basement.
And remember that part where I said I was wearing a condom? And didn't tell you about the syphilis and the wife and 3 kids I have?
I forgot about that part.
Yeah.
But if he told me he that was his house and it wasn't, I don't think I'd be mad.
Okay,
Are you more
fair
upset, ladies, that he at what the lie was, or that he lied to you?
I'm more upset that he lied and misrepresented himself.
Oh, okay.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, if this were being a movie, I think then the thing would be then she would have to maybe have another lie of her own.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
And without being politically incorrect, it could be something like, see this picture of me? That's when I was Bill.
Right. Yeah. Hallmark does a pretty good job at reversing the scenario where, like, a British prince will go to some small town in Connecticut. And she thinks he's a normal guy, and he's afraid to admit that he's actually royalty.
Right. Yeah.
But he also has syphilis. They like to undermine it where they're at the end.
Royals?
Yeah. I have tertiary syphilis, and it's going to fall off.
Enjoy it while you can.
Yeah. Now, this is we have this sports story coming up. And when I saw this, I said, wait a minute, didn't we have this before? And I found out this is a thing. Do you have the dart story?
James Wade is a champion in the world of competitive darts. Mr. Wade's story is going viral after he audibly broke wind during the Players' Championship. The broadcast of the match between Mr. Wade and Mr. Rides captured the 41-year-old strolling over to a table and bending his knees as the sound of a loud fart can be heard echoing through the venue.
Well, I mean, see, this is darters. This is one of the unfortunate things of the sport. If you're on a football team or you're playing right field at a baseball game, you can get away with this.
Sure. Right.
After winning the match 6-5, Mr. Wade jokingly posted about the source of the sound onto social media. He said, footage has emerged of me doing what appears to be a shart at the end of one of my matches.
Shart?
It was actually the Velcro on my new trainers.
Do we believe him?
Wait a minute. No.
If you saw the video, I mean, even the bullseye is kind of weeping. But so that reminded me of this. This came about a few months back. This is from a British magazine. It reads as follows. A competition darts player accused his opponent of stinking up the playing area with his excessive flatulence. Mr. Darren Webster refused to shake hands with the Dutchman Ron Meulenkamp after losing 4-3 at the Modus Super Series.
That made me laugh, too, for some reason, the fact that he's a Dutchman.
So this is a different farter.
Yeah.
This is a different one. And then so this guy posts on Facebook, when you play a guy who farts and stinks the stage out and denies it and kicks you when you're playing the stall every throw because they are a S-word. Good luck in the future, but I'm not interested. Rant over.
Do you think is the kicking literal? Was this guy actually kicking this man while he was trying to throw?
Apparently, he was kicking the booth aside to distract him.
But I think farting is fair game.
Then he posted an image of a guy in a hazmat suit. And he says, this is me eating beans, pickled onions, and curry as a pre-match meal. Looking forward to tonight.
So is a dart competition generally silent? Most dart players are playing in a bar, right? Where it's
in a competition situation, it's obviously
same with like bowling.
Okay,
when you see professional bowling.
Okay. Yeah.
But this guy goes on to say, apparently this. I guess he makes it so when the guy gets up to the stand, wherever it is, it smells terrible. So
I see what you're saying, though. They would train.
Yeah,
when you
noisy.
Before you become a professional darter or dartman.
Is it a darter?
You train in a very noisy environment.
Exactly.
You would think noise wouldn't bother you.
Yeah, and smelly.
In fact, silence would probably throw you. Maybe.
And apparently, it's not in the wrist; it's in the butt. It's in the butt, Pat.
I heard you. Am I the only one that thinks it's fair to be farting?
No, I think it's biological warfare. I think it's against the Geneva Convention.
The International Dart Society says that Gas X is a performance-enhancing drug. They test for it.
I don't think that it should be affect one way or the other.
I can see how it would be distracting, but I like that. I think that's a fair tactic.
Yeah.
It's I don't know.
They get thrown around here sometimes, and it throws me off my game.
Yeah, that's for sure.
We got bombed last week. Josh and I did. My mouth was open and everything.
That was
and I was
me.
like, oh,
you're welcome.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that really was you?
Yeah, that was kimchi.
Oh, okay.
That was alarming. Back to say hi.
Yeah.
Which is the kimchi? Is that the rotten cabbage thing?
Yeah.
Pickled.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Fermented is
really good. Yeah.
It's similar to the name of a famous Asian porn star. Cumchi.
Oh, yeah, boy,
she's great.
She does.
I hope she doesn't smell like that.
2001 Bukkake Queen.
Yeah, there you go.
She wouldn't get much work, I wouldn't think.
So anyway, there's a new bad boy in the world of darts.
All right.
At the Players' Championship.
And speaking of smelly things, scientists have sequenced the DNA of the world's oldest cheese. The ancient cheese samples were first discovered as a white substance smeared on to the Turin Basin mummies in China, which date back approximately 3,600 years.
They smeared it on mummies?
Yeah, smeared onto the mummies. Yeah. Researchers extracted mitochondrial DNA from the samples and were able to identify cow and goat DNA in them.
So it's goat cheese.
Yeah, scientists discovered that the samples indicated that the substances found on the mummies were, in fact, kefir cheese.
Is there a chance it was put on as like a lotion or something and then it became cheese?
Yeah. Oh, that could be.
Maybe. I don't have any more details.
So it's
all right.
All right. I know we're speculating. It doesn't seem like much of a, I don't know.
Story?
No, not much of a. No, it's an interesting.
I saw the story on ABC this morning.
Oh, did you really?
But what kind of a tradition is that? Well, we have the body now, and we anoint it with the oils, and then we take the cheese slices, the pre-wrapped cheese squares. We lay them over the corpse in a pattern. That's just
odd.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever heard of kefir cheese?
Yeah, because there's kefir milk too.
Have you tried it?
Oh yeah, it's really good. It's fermented. There's a tang to it. It does taste like it's almost bad, but it's really good for your gut.
Yep.
Yeah.
So is it maybe valuable? So they would rub the corpse with
That's
that?
what I was wondering, if it was a blessed goat.
The story
and
I
that's
saw,
the milk.
it was rubbed on their faces of the mummies.
Yeah.
Wow. As cheese?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, anyone want to do the no Gouda joke? Anyone want to take that up?
You know, I do love nachos to a point where I might ask to have nacho cheese poured over my body.
Open casket nacho bar.
Oh.
Just fill around you in tortilla chips and then just rub the cheese.
Hey, somebody tell the Undertaker we need more queso in room 7.
Just dip it onto my chest and get some.
Oh, yeah. Delicious.
Oh. Well, there you go.
That used to be a thing where they'd serve food on women, naked women.
Oh, yeah.
It was like
that sushi thing.
It's still a thing at my house. Yeah.
Oh, there's just chili.
Yeah, we had spaghetti last night.
Yum.
Burnt the hell out of her.
It's shocking to your daughter's guests. Liking to meet Cinnamon. She'll be our tray tonight. Good news. We flipped the coin. She's going to be boobs up. Last night, we call it a Cracker Barrel when she's on her belly.
God.
Hey, don't blame me. That's just weird.
What?
And all this
mummy cheese.
Yeah.
And the whole mummy thing. We've said 100 times. What is the timeline and when you can dig somebody up? And
You should never.
From what I understand of mummy lore, it is never, as Kristen
Never.
said. Yeah.
Bad vibe.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
What makes you a mummy? Is it just the way your body is prepared?
Yes.
Okay.
They're mummified.
Mummified. Yeah, but that's the only way you can be a mummy.
I think so.
Yeah.
You can have a couple kids and be a mummy.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Jeff, knock that off.
Captain.
Aren't there rare cases where people are found and they're naturally mummified for some reason?
from like a lava instance, where they're encased in lava or something. Yeah,
Gotcha.
that'll.
I heard the horrible story about this. This cop friend of mine was telling me it was a series of events in which this woman passed away in a bathtub.
Oh, no.
And the term poached was used.
That is awful.
Yeah, barely.
Sometimes they unwrap those mummies, and it's insane how well preserved
I
they are.
agree. Yes, it is.
Their techniques were spot on.
They knew something back then.
I know.
Well, let's. Does that conclude our sports?
And that's sports, Christy.
Well, before we get to that, I want to remind everybody. Speaking of sports, we have our special Pigskin Picks competition up and running today, being a Thursday. That means week 4 of pro football will be starting this evening. So you got to get your picks in before that game starts. You go to bobandtom.com/contest. Just pick the winners, and whoever does the best will win a $500 gift certificate from Steven Singer Jewelers. Brady Slade is our winner for week 3. We already have his picks. We'll be getting to those a little bit later on this morning. He tied. There were 2 of them. 2 people had the same correct number. What was they? 14 of 16, I think it was. In any event, 14 of 16 games, right? And then there was a tiebreaker, which he won. So we'll be getting to that a little bit later on this morning. Christy Lee, what do you have over there?
Well, we have an interesting story about a new study that says performing as little as 20 seconds of so-called self-compassion touch can improve your mental well-being. This experiment conducted at the University of California, Berkeley, found that a single 20-second session of soothing the self through physical contact significantly reduced participant stress, increased kindness to the participant, and improved mental well-being.
Skeptical.
And any specifics as to...
I did a deep dive on this, yes, Josh. They're talking about maybe mentally go to your body and find a place that needs a little bit of self-love, maybe.
So we're not
touching
talking
your heart.
We're not talking whacking
it.
Yeah.
No reason to be so crass.
Using your thumb to massage a spot on your palm, for example.
Do you suppose that
stroking your upper arms
I have a question.
like a hug.
Do you suppose the pornographic sites like Pornhub, do they measure how long people are watching?
Oh, I'm sure they do.
So I would imagine if it's 20 seconds, they probably send you a note of condolence. Well, we saw that you opened up cheerleadersnude.com here, and after 20 seconds you were done.
Maybe.
Or maybe they put that the first clip on their site because they know it's so successful.
Maybe delay cream is for you. 20 seconds, huh?
What is delay cream anyway?
I don't know what it actually...
It's a numbing cream so that you aren't sensitive.
It comes with pictures of your grandmother.
Well,
does it work?
I've never tried it. Remember, I'm on an SSRI.
Yeah, you don't have that.
I need the
issue.
opposite.
Yeah.
I've heard that when guys have used it, it becomes an issue for the woman because it then transfers to her and thus takes away her sensitivity. So, yes, he's lasting longer, but she is not enjoying herself as much now.
Oh, geez.
Gotcha.
Yeah, even if you use it on your foot.
I'm still feeling nothing.
Sorry about that.
Grab the Louisville Slugger.
Okay, my foot's ready. Go for it. Okay. Doesn't this seem a little ridiculous, Christy?
Yes.
20 seconds of self-touching.
Well, I mean...
I kind of get it.
But 20 seconds, this seems like
think about this.
It doesn't seem long enough.
I know this isn't totally on point here,
right.
but you have an itch and you scratch it. That 10 seconds, I mean, that really can change your day. It feels so good. But this is just saying do it when you don't have an itch.
I know when I work here doing this for like 20 seconds
rubbing
really
the nose
helps me a lot.
Rubbing the bridge of the nose, sometimes rubbing your eyes.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So this is 20 seconds of, here it says, of so-called compassion touch can improve your mental well-being.
Yeah.
What else feels
or $75 downtown.
What do you tend to do?
When I fall, I sleep alone. So when I fall asleep, I hug myself and I'm laying on my side, and that's how I fall asleep
how
every
about
night.
that?
Yeah,
I do that too.
You do? Yeah, that's how I fall asleep.
And sometimes I bruise myself.
Oh, man.
Nice.
A lot of self.
I'm naked and it's cold.
Oh, that's why.
Sometimes I bruise myself. I'm naked and cold.
We pay you enough to turn the heat on.
Well, his windows at his house look just like the ones in his car. Half of them aren't up. So
they're made of something from a dry cleaner, that plastic. Do you remember the dog in the cartoon that would hug himself?
No.
Yeah. And then he would float up.
Little self-love.
That was that. What was that dog's name?
Boy, I don't know.
Yeah, I'll try to research that for you. Coming up, comedian Al Jackson, comedian Nick Griffin. We'll certainly look forward to that. And we've got our Pigskin Picks winner Brady Slade's picks coming up. And don't forget to go to bobandtom.com/contest to get your picks in before this evening. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Now, have you been having a good time here with the Bob?
I've had a great time here so far. I've actually been down here on a junket for Trojan rubbers to see how the larger sizes hold up there in the heat near the equator. So far, our test results have produced amazing information.
Okay, like what?
Well, I go 2-ply sometimes, Chris. Oh, really? Yeah, sometimes I go with the XL and then maybe something that's scented, and you should know, baby.
I don't know.
You've been involved in half of it. I swear to God, she has.
What if the whole movie's just Rocky in a nursing home? Can you imagine? He's calling out Bingo, all weathered in the face, looking more like Mickey each and every day, you know, just bored with life. And,
Yo, Adrian, I said B13, not B30.
Donnie, that was great.
Donnie, that was incredible.
Hey, Chick, can I get a tape of that?
You sure can.
Dear Diaries, this is my 3rd time to the Bahamas, but it's my first time here in Nassau's, and I probably already know more about the Far East than anybody I know. Since I stepped off the plane, my mission has been twofold. Hang some flyers to sell my boat and hunt down the mysterious free-range island wolf. The fact remains, the island wolf is the most dangerous of all wolves. I swear to God it is. Think about it, it's an island wolf. So naturally, no matter where it goes, it's already cornered. That's right. Island wolves are to the Bahamas what Bigfoot's is the United States. We know it's out there. I just pray I don't walk up on one when it's in heat or laying its eggs.
I saw you on MTV recently, Donnie.
Yeah, on ridiculousness.
Yeah. They called you ridiculous.
Right to my face.
Right to your face.
Oh, man. I know. And you know what I think's ridiculous? Everywhere I travel now in the continental United States, don't matter where you go, Tom, you mentioned you can't go 2 miles without running into a roundabout, or they're trying to invent a roundabout.
I love them.
I hate them. I swear to God, they're basically crop circles that have been paved over. I was raised on 4-way stops. It was simple. You pulled up, you gave a good firm head fake. If that didn't work, you used your turn signal with your middle finger right to their face.
Now, roundabouts, actually, they reduce gas consumption substantially, and they reduce traffic fatalities a great deal, because you don't have the, what do you call it when you hit somebody from the
T-bone.
The T-boning. I'm a big fan of the roundabout.
Well, you've been watching too much Glenn Beck. I hate I swear, 4-way stops create gridlock and back up traffic. No, they don't. They give us time to sober up, dumbass. Now you got 9 drunks in a roundabout, Tom. You're messing with the Matrix.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Day 2. It's amazing how much money people blow on vacation. Today I seen Tim Wilson's drop about $20 on old Henry bars. What a waste. I mean, at his age, why start eating healthy now? That's $20 could have been robbed on a blackjack table, but the casino here sucks, and I'll say it right to their face. They don't even have scratch-off tickets in this one. I love the instant wins. Number 1, it's your best odds. Everybody knows it. And it's a win-win, because even if you don't win, you still get to eat all the candy that you scratch off. But unlike Tim Wilson's, I've been on a fixed income down here. Been a little short on cash. Been having to order off the kiddie menus for every meal. And even though I ain't under 12, they have to let you order off the kiddie menu. It's Commonwealth law. But I hate these waiters who think they're cute by still giving me the booster seat and crowns to color with. They're lucky I don't beat their ass. And I've gotten them back the last 3 meals without extorting to violence. They give me the crowns. I just change the daily special on the board to read pork swordfish, $10.99 a pound.
New York Jets cornerback and arguably the best player in the previous NFL draft, Sauce Gardner, is partnering up with, he went to Cincinnati, he's a Bearcat. He's partnering up with Buffalo Wild Wings to, of course, make something called sauce.
Donnie, don't you sell your man sauce?
Heck yeah, I do. By the court, Tom.
Oh, yeah. Little guy ranch.
I ain't bragging, but there was a time where I could bust a clay pigeon from 100 yards.
Skeet indeed.
Now, is your man sauce cream based? What is the...
Well, let you know when she walks away, she'll be raising guppies in a jar. Swear to God.
Oh, man.
Oh, well, this will help.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom, it's Kenny Tarmac.
Hey, Kenny, how are you?
Hey, Shooter, we just landed. I'm in ATL. Just got in from ORD through DF Dub. I had to call you guys. You got the new Barstool guys in there, huh?
That's right.
Yeah, Pat McAfee, Todd McComas are here, yeah.
I know. Listen, Pat, heard you walked away from some major coin guy. I love it. Power move. Way to blow up the flow chart, Shooter. Now, get this. Our CFO, Holbeck, he was the GM of SmearCorps. His brother, not the one who ran Lucom into the ground. No, the older brother goes by Merck. He was pulling almost 40 G's on straight commission, and one day, just like you, up and said, my work's done here. Didn't even give the standard 2 weeks notice, and word has it he's making twice that much now with the remote-controlled chip clip people. So, almost exactly like your deal. Dot to dot to dot to... Hey, Stud, I was going to ask you. Hang on, I got to take you. Get Tarmac. Hey, Shooter, we just landed.
No, we're still here.
No,
what
about me? Through RD. Not much. I'm just on hold right now with that idiot punter that walked away from like $500 million.
Wait a minute. You're not on hold.
Yeah, that one.
I can hear you.
I'm going to pitch him, but I just want to wait to make sure this isn't some sort of publicity stunt. The focus group loved it. It's a spin-off idea. The sports fan that eats too much cheese and ODs on the ultimate nachos every Sunday.
Oh.
Yeah, we love it. It's called Bar Stool Softener. Well, yeah, the logo's the same, but our bar stool, zoom in. You'll notice the legs are a little, see that? The legs are all tapered, all four.
Sure. Is he going to reset his? Because he's talking to somebody else.
The money's in the detail, Mike. Listen, I got to take this. Hey, Pat, love the ballsy move, guy. Hold on, Kenny. Let's reload for next week. I got bored now before all these Zone 4 peasants get in my way. I told you from Phoenix, we just landed.
Okay,
Let's
thanks.
move, Shooter.
All right, buddy. Very helpful. River State Park, awesome place.
Hey, it's the Bob and Tom Show. The usual cast of miscreants is here with Jeff Oskey sitting in for Chick McGee at the Dude Wipe Sports Desk, and Jess Hooker joining us as well.
Hi.
It's going to be a heck of a Thursday. I can smell it.
Yeah. Really?
Oh, yeah.
I showered.
Oh, you know what? I'm actually having, I did not.
Oh, the deodorant thing. How's
I did
that
not
going?
put on deodorant today.
How's it going?
It was a total accident.
I have some in my drawer in my office.
Is it strong enough for a man? pH balance for a woman?
Yeah, but it's made for a woman. But you can wear it.
I got my stuff, my new stuff. It's really good.
Tom, I have an answer for you.
An answer to what question?
Snuffles the dog.
Snuffles the dog. Okay, thank you very much.
Quick Draw McGraw thing.
Quick Draw McGraw.
And Snuffles would hug himself?
He would hug himself, and then he would float up into the air.
I remember that now.
And then he'd float up in the air and
he would treat him.
Oh, so sweet.
Oh, so he was like tripping. That's
Kind of. Well, I wouldn't take it. It wasn't like an LSD drug.
Kind of the thing with Scooby snacks.
Yeah, exactly.
It was actually a drug of some kind.
It's an edible, right? Yeah.
And then
no, but I mean the thing about
Bloodhound gang.
But anyone who has dogs knows this. I mean, the dogs. When you negotiate with a dog, they're so dumb. You know, it's oh look, I've got this treat. All of a sudden, oh well, whatever this is, I'm dropping it for the treat. They're so easily bribed.
They're food motivated.
You know,
they like to eat.
The phrase when you negotiate with a dog.
They're so dumb.
So dumb.
Really says
a lot.
Every weekend, the first thing I do is go talk to the dogs.
But that's where your dog would look at a camera and go, he thinks I'm dumb. He's the one negotiating with a dog.
I mean, we have a whole routine. The girl dog is first.
Well,
I put on her pink leash, and then the little boy dog, the new guy, he gets the rope leash, and then the big fella, and we have a little chat.
What kind of leash does he have?
He has the black leash.
Oh, okay.
And they have the reflector stuff on him. Then if it's early in the morning, I put on my cap with the red lights that blink and the flashlight built in.
It's like the Disney World parade.
You should be on a short leash.
But I mean, don't you talk to them? Don't you talk to your dogs in the morning first thing?
I do talk to my cats, yeah.
I'll take his ears and we'll talk about how much fun he's having. And then they always say the same thing to me, which is, this is the greatest day of my life. And whatever you're doing, I love this. Do it again. Then they ask for the menu, which they always cheat on.
The menu?
Yeah. I'll go, well, for lunch, we're going to have BLTs. They go, I'd like steak on my BLT, no tomatoes, no lettuce, and extra steak. And then sometimes I go, could you double the bacon? So wait a minute, you want bacon, steak, no lettuce? What kind of a BLT is that? And we're still talking. That's how my weekend starts.
That's fun.
Wow, fascinating.
That's nice, yeah.
And then they always say to me, this defines fun for me.
Okay.
Yes.
In a dog voice. This defines fun for me.
I fear we've lost him.
This is the greatest day of my life.
Toys in the attic over there.
Do your cats go outside?
No.
No, not at all.
They go in the garage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, when I take my dogs on a walk, my cat follows us.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
He's not on a leash, but he just wants to hang. So.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really fun.
Yeah.
So I want to get back to this deodorant thing.
Yes.
Now, you explained that your deodorant had stopped working.
Yeah, and this has happened to me about every 2 or 3.
This is a biological thing?
I think so. Every
It
2 or 3.
happens to me too. I get
Builds up an immunity. Yeah.
I rotate too.
Yeah.
Yep.
My body just goes.
I'm using this new one. It's called Cocksure.
Yes.
Yeah. Are you sure that's for your armpits?
No, it's not for your armpits. The sure people. It's more of a.
It's more of a powder.
It's kind of like the dude wipes for the front.
Oh, it's like a tape spray.
Yeah, there's a rooster. There's a rooster on the.
That phrase is so not used. Cocksure.
There's a great. I could come up with a list of words that you don't use anymore.
I know. Yeah.
That sound dirty, but they're not.
Well, that are just.
I could give you one that would.
Yeah, you mean too.
You and I.
You're too cheap. Yeah, there are certain words that in contemporary culture, for whatever reason, have wisely been put aside.
Right.
And that's sadly one of them. Okay, well, and we were talking about the dog that hugged himself because Christy had this story from University of California, Berkeley.
Yeah.
About 20 seconds of soothing the self through physical contact.
I'm getting the feeling you don't believe me.
I don't know. There should just be a scrolling thing across the news every night going, this is total moon.
On the deodorant, though, have you ever ran out and so you used your ladies' deodorant for the day?
Yes.
I'm using a man's deodorant right now.
Okay.
And I hate it. Degree.
Degree, yeah.
I don't like the smell.
Oh, yeah.
You have to use it 3 times before it works, and then you start spewing out the confessions. I used 3rd degree, and I did it.
I use it's a system of deodorants.
Yeah.
You guys need to bear with me.
I'm anxiously awaiting.
Oh, tell us more.
It's a Degree came out with this whole system where it's like half a dozen deodorants you have to put on throughout the day. Kira Sedgwick's husband actually endorses this.
Does he now?
Yeah. 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. You guys are aware of this too. I apologize.
I was really listening.
I just wasted everyone's time.
It's interesting because, for example, when you get ladies a perfume, or I guess gents, if you get a splash on, whatever it is. I don't wear cologne. I don't wear a cologne, but. And both Josh and I find them offensive. And Josh has actually had to exit the building because of comedian, who I won't mention his name.
I don't remember his name. Oh, I know I do. Yeah.
A great comedian.
A very nice guy.
Ali Sadiq.
Yeah, Ali Sadiq.
Great guy, funny dude. I couldn't, unfortunately, he was wearing...
His cologne was very strong.
Yeah, I could smell it in my office.
There's another guy who was in here. He's wearing a cologne called "This Really Doesn't Hide the Smell of Marijuana."
Oh yeah,
that one.
Yeah,
no, but you don't get to. With perfumes, you ladies and gents, I guess, whatever, get to sample it at the store, right?
Sure.
But with deodorant,
yeah, you can.
You can't walk in. They don't have like a rack where you go and.
You don't sniff it?
I have taken the thing.
Yeah, you take the cap off and
I don't even take the cap
at the
off.
store.
Smell. Yes.
I always get unscented.
That's legal.
Why would it be illegal?
Because it's those are sealed because for your protection.
Some of them aren't sealed.
You can at least take the cap off. Now, I don't remove that protective.
The white part where you have to.
Yeah.
No, but you can smell it if you take the cap off.
But once it reacts with your skin, it has a different scent.
That is true.
Well, that's interesting.
So do you stink right now?
Well, you know, this isn't a commercial. I dude wiped when I got here, and I'm going to do it again.
Did you dude wipe your pits?
Yes, my pits. Yeah.
Okay.
Which one did you use?
Mint.
Okay.
Does it feel cool under there?
I love it. Yeah.
Okay.
And but when I get home,
do you have a coin? Anybody?
A coin?
Do you have a coin? Yeah, someone flip a coin.
Why?
Here, I'll flip a dollar bill.
Flip a dollar bill.
Christy, heads or tails?
Heads.
It's tails. Josh?
Yeah.
Lift your arm up like this. Jess, you have to go sniff his armpit. You lose. Okay.
I don't want you to do this.
No.
Because it smells like, well, you can. But I'm telling you, it does. To me, there is a little bit of my BO because so the BO got
Did you shower this morning?
Yes.
Okay. But
the BO got on the shirt. Yeah. So I think you're going to smell more.
Is this a clean shirt?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. Jessica Hooker Smith.
Regular BO.
It's regular BO.
It's a little bit.
It doesn't have any minty flavors. Okay.
No, I don't think. I think the mint kind of went quickly, but
it's not offensive. It's just an underarm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's a
and
very normal thing.
it's not wafting over here.
No, not at all.
Right.
Okay.
But what happened was I just forgot to put the new deodorant where my old deodorant goes.
Right.
I just left the house and went, oh, shoot.
No, and I had to really get in there to smell it. So you're good.
All right.
You're good.
All right.
You're
Now,
safe.
Pat, when you have away games, do you keep deodorant over at her house?
I have a Toomey bag all packed and ready to go with all my various sundries and deodorants and
Your CPAP.
attachments. And,
Box of condoms.
Oh, and you take the CPAP machine with you.
Yeah.
Rubbers.
Yeah, of course.
That's hilarious.
Do you have to carry around a big jug of certain water?
Yeah, I put water in like a distilled water. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's the losing
Boy,
part.
she needs some kind of an award for putting up with all this.
You keep the jug by your bed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you for doing that.
Oh, it's a game changer.
Yeah.
It's great.
That's great. Because I know it's got to be hard to adjust to. It has to be.
She's very accommodating and loving. So
No, I mean
it doesn't
you.
bother her.
No, for you. For
Strapping the thing under your head. And
You know, it's actually comfort. The sound is nice. It makes me go to sleep. I couldn't sleep without it now.
Yeah.
That in a bottle.
I bet that you look like you look like an alien. Coming back, we have Christy Lee at the news desk. Give me one headline.
Well, we have a town that's freaked out by the arrival of a giant baby.
I think I'd be freaked out too.
Well, there's more to it. It's even more freaky than you think. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Christy Lee from the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com. Check out the list for a station near you or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
We have Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols. Now, do you guys have a little tune you're going to play for us?
Yeah, we got a tune. This goes, since you was talking to Johnny Rutherford from Michael and the Mechanics, this goes
Mike Rutherford.
to Christy Lee. There's something about you.
Yeah.
There's something in the air tonight. Christy Lee's so fire-ass hot. This tape is dedicated to her from Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols on Q95. I bet you're not wearing underwear tonight. Oh, Lord. And we pray there ain't hair under there tonight. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Chill of the night, if you don't wear undies, your booty's gonna get cold. Chill of the night, if you don't wear panties, your body's gonna get stoned. White snakes. White snake. Ooh. Christy Lee. Ooh. Better get with me. I
close to you and set my pork sword free. And I just want to get close to you, 'cause 1 and 1 makes 3. It gets real cold, so you don't need panties, Christy Lee. You got Donnie and the chill the night, chill the night, chill the night. 295 playing White Snake for Christy, and she's sitting in a puddle. And chill the night, chill the night, chill the night.
Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols.
Bravo.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance Company news desk.
Hey, little lady.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
And in the room with us. We sure love this.
Big room.
Yeah.
Not at the kids' table.
I could walk over and kiss you on the forehead.
You just did before. You already did.
I'm addicted.
You guys kissed?
No.
We kiss a lot.
Deep French.
There's Jess Hooker joining us. Jess also bumming us out to no end during the commercial breaks with stories of awfulness. There's Jeff Hoskey sitting in for Chick McGee over there at the Dude Wipe Sports Desk. Tell us a little bit about him.
Still using TP? Dump your roll because wet cleans better than dry. That's just good science. Try Dude Wipes for the best clean. Pants down.
Ace Cosby over there with a joke of the day coming up soon. I'm Josh Arnold. There's Tom.
And you used your Dude Wipes on the pits this morning.
I did, yeah. Felt real good.
Once again, Josh is having some kind of existential issue with his deodorant.
Am I the only one this happens to?
I think so.
No, not at all.
Our producer said that it happens to him, and he just sort of fights through it.
Yeah, he's such a man. Such a manly man.
Just get a different kind and it'll work.
Yeah, that's what I've done. Yeah. I just forgot to put it on today.
I gave Josh some deodorant at the break, and we'll see how that works.
Yes, I put on the women's Mitchum.
Yep.
Mitchum.
Yeah. Shower Fresh.
What's is that the one?
Powder.
What is Mitchum the one made for a man? But
No, that's Secret.
Oh, okay.
I use Secret.
You use Secret?
Did you ever use the
Man
one?
secret or girl secret?
They don't have a man secret.
No, it's all women.
I thought they had.
No.
No?
I would keep that secret if I could.
Yeah.
Listen, do you want to use my
rotate and-
secret?
Do they still have the ones that have the ball that rotates that rips the
Band
hair,
roll-on.
rips the hairs out of your
I didn't
armpits?
even think of that for you guys.
The band
Yeah.
roll-on.
Yeah, my
You only
aunt
make that
used to have
mistake
that.
once.
Was there a band roll-on for guys?
I don't know.
Well, I think it was
my
just
aunt
band
used to have it,
roll-on.
and
Everybody used the. I mean, they don't. Not all deodorants are.
But again, this is the kind of thing that Esquire magazine would do a 10-page thing on where they would try every deodorant known to man and tell you which one was the best.
They still do that.
I think everybody's different.
But I mean, like as I said before, you don't really get to try them without having to buy them.
True.
And there's so many different ones. I know back in the day, for me, it was always Right Guard spray. It would just kill the ozone every morning.
Oh, yeah.
And then years ago, this is absolutely true. I wish I had saved the memo where my kids were all going to school. They issued a memo that they were banning Axe.
Well, they were banning Axe body spray.
AXE because the entire school smelled like Axe body.
That was more of a cologne.
Yeah. Not the Axe deodorant, the Axe body spray, which is. Ooh.
And didn't our friend Greg Warren have a bit about Tom's, that he used Tom's?
That's a product.
All natural
Yeah, I have
one. And it says right on the label, does not work.
Truth in advertising right there.
I use Tom's. That's my thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's different for everybody's chemistry.
And I think people need to understand the difference between deodorant and antiperspirant too. For some people, I think some
Don't
people
preach to us about
maybe
what we
they don't know.
Antiperspirant is bad. It backs up your things and makes your sperm void.
Yeah.
Really? I had no idea.
Absolutely.
That's why
I don't have, that's why I don't have.
That's why you haven't been producing.
Yes, and it gives you horrible sharts.
Horrible
I read that in Esquire magazine.
How good does a product have to be if the warning is may cause horrible sharts and you still use it?
There was one.
There was at the potato.
But it didn't say may cause horrible sharts.
No, I swear to God, if you Alestra chips when they came out, it said may.
No, not when it came out.
Continue attacking comedy with facts.
No,
sons of bitches.
No,
I was later than
here we go.
It was on the packaging.
Not originally, no, was it?
Okay.
So after people used it, it said may cause.
Yes.
What did it say?
Anal leakage.
No.
Yes.
It did.
On a potato chip bag?
Yep. They were instead. Alestra was some kind of alternate fat or something.
Yeah.
And I remember trying them, and the launch codes had been. Yeah, it was rough.
You put them to the test.
One morning we ate a whole bag of them in here, and that's off the market, right?
Oh yeah.
But but it was nice to get the word anal leakage all over the media. There's certain events in history where certain verbiage hits the media.
Yeah.
For example, the word penis was never on the air till Clinton came out and had all the problems. All of a sudden, that was everywhere.
Oh.
Absolutely, yeah. There were certain words you couldn't say on the radio, and
yes.
When we started here, we got in trouble for using the word condom on the air.
Why?
I don't know.
Because you got to say rubber.
And then unfortunately, for horrific reasons, it became very commonly used. But for a much different reason, shut up, Tom. Okay, thank you. Who the hell are you to tell me to shut up?
I think he was referencing AIDS.
Thank you. Thank you for the clarity.
Ever since I heard Scrote Coat, I can't stop giggling from the song.
Scrote Coat. Yeah. Now, Pat.
Yes, sir.
We were discussing, I had just asked you if you have a lady friend who lives in, she has her own place. Mm-hmm. And that's, you have the periodic away game, if you will.
Yeah, my place is a buzzkill.
Yeah. And I've been to your place, and I'm surprised that anyone can fit in there other than yourself.
Very tiny, yeah.
No, it's the fact that you have so much crap in there.
Yeah, a lot of stuff.
There's a lot of stuff.
Artwork, a lot of pianos,
Does
a lot
she
of
go?
guitars.
Does she come over?
Yeah,
to your
she
place?
comes over.
Okay.
I like your place.
It's very cool. Very cool. Very cool.
But the larger point here is, let's get
up, Jess.
We're getting off topic.
Oh, sorry.
God. The topic is, I asked if you had kept like a toothbrush there and deodorant and.
At her place, yeah, I do. Yeah.
Do you have your own drawer?
I have a little drawer. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, with my native deodorant.
Sweet.
And,
okay.
My toothbrush and my baking soda toothpaste.
But you don't have a second. What's it called? CPAP? What's the word?
No, I travel with one. They're very expensive. Insurance will cover one, not two. So
you don't leave a CPAP machine at her place?
No. I take it in my little Toomey luggage. It fits it perfectly.
Well, someday if you sell enough albums, maybe you'll have your separate CPAP for away games.
Go back in time and sell some albums. Yes, all streaming now.
I'll talk to you, Jeff. I'm trying to plug the fact that you can. Where can one find your music, Pat?
Everywhere that you stream stuff, digital stores. There's 5 out there. We're going to do. We have a new one come out in a couple months.
I know. Now, well, let's.
We've all heard.
Fine. Anything for the plugs.
Up and then smacks it.
Here we go.
So, but this is fascinating to me. Is this CPAP machine? Is it like in a briefcase?
You can put it in a briefcase. It's about yay big. I'm motioning right now with my hands.
So it's bigger than a football.
Yeah, like 2 Starbucks cups. Yeah.
And it's got hoses on it.
Hoses and pulleys.
And is it AC power or is it a battery?
It's AC.
You plug it in.
Yeah, there's a battery in there if the power goes out, because that could choke you during the night. There's a thing that goes on your face. It's and I have the ice.
And it looks like the thing when you're on an airplane. If there's an accident, it drops down.
Exactly like that. Yeah. And it's not attractive, so you have to find the right.
Is there any way you would take a picture of yourself wearing that naked from the waist up?
No.
With that thing on your face.
No.
See,
I could do that.
That should be the cover of your next album. You with the CPAP thing, maybe just your face. Seriously, it'd be brilliant. Much better than the last 3.
All approved by you, except for one.
Well, I didn't like them, but now, so the point is, you carry this thing over there, and then do you have to get down on your knees to get to a plug, and it's an elaborate.
You have to do it all. Yeah, you have to get down on your knees to plug it into an AC outlet. Yeah, a lot of stuff going on. My charger.
Tom wants to make sure that the humiliation is very thick.
Yeah.
Humiliation happens at home because my bedroom is crazy. It's an adjustable bed. There's a side rail because I fell out of bed. I have issues. So Mark gave me a side rail. I have an ice machine and a heating pad. So if you walk into that environment, it's not exactly.
It does look like an assisted living
room.
Great.
It's true though.
Hilarious.
Took a photo.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've had 2 back surgeries. So a lot going on.
So, do you have a song about this topic?
I might. Lay across my adjustable bed. There's a side rail because I fell out of bed, waking up violently. What's called sleep paralysis, and I busted my right eye. Why won't you stay? Is it the CPAP I have on my head? I have sleep apnea, and the CPAP forces air to my lungs, allowing me to sleep better and longer. Lots of people haven't, Jess. Whatever image you had in your mind. Well, I'm guessing it wasn't the nursing home kind. Steady to stay. The heating pad is for my back. I had a spinal fusion over a year ago, and they put 7 rods and screws in there between the L5 and S1. So, why shy away? Is it the pill bottles and my cold ice pack? The ice reduces the inflammation, and I take medication for nerve pain called Lyrica, which can make me impotent from time to time. So I'll take a Cialis, let the loving begin. My back may only last for a minute or two. And then these sharp bolts of pain go shooting through my legs and feet, and the small of my back spasms, and I have to stop making love immediately. Run, lady, run. Why does this happen every time? Come back!
Thank you, Pat. Pat Godwin. Ladies and gentlemen, he's got some fine records out there. You can grab them on Spotify, et cetera, your favorite download place. Coming up, Christy, what have you got over there?
Coming up, we still have Freaky Giant Baby. We also have a couple of art stories, one including that banana. And could your smartphone be able to transmit a smell? Coming up.
Let's not go that far with this stuff.
Does anyone want that? We'll find out. Also coming up, comedian Al Jackson, comedian Nick Griffin. Right now, the Bob and Tom Show, sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp is all about accessing therapy in a, as I like to say, a more elegant manner. It's a lot easier than having to drive across town to see a therapist. When you can see a therapist online. And BetterHelp has been set up with some 35,000 plus therapists now actively engaging in therapy with their clients online. The way it works is you'll fill out a brief questionnaire, get matched with a licensed therapist. You can switch therapists anytime, no additional fees. And it's all about therapy. Therapy can be very, very helpful. It's not just about getting over some kind of a trauma. Therapy can help you get some positive coping skills in your day-to-day life. It can help you set some boundaries. It can also help you rediscover your curiosity with life. As we age, sometimes we get into a rut, we get bored, we forget about all the joys that are out there in living. And that's what therapy can do for you, perhaps. See what I'm talking about. Rediscover your curiosity with BetterHelp. You go to BetterHelp.com/BT Show. Do it today. That'll knock 10% off your first month if you add that /BT Show part. Once again, it's BetterHelp. H-E-L-P, BetterHelp.com/BT Show. The therapy itself, once again, done online, so you can do it in a much more convenient way. You do it where you are with that smartphone, perhaps, or a laptop, or a desktop, but it's a lot easier because you don't have to go across town to do the therapy. So once again, it's BetterHelp.com/BT Show. Coming up, comedian Al Jackson. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
Cool. All right, we're ready for No Lights.
No lights and action. First time in cinematic history.
Cool. Let's do that one more time, and then I'll get some close-ups.
Ready?
Ready.
11 years of
Mr. Soprano, you're driving down the road and a song comes on. You turn it off immediately. What song was it?
Oh, shit. Give me a second on this one.
All right.
Something annoying. Well, I think there's got to be a song that just pisses, that's repetitive and annoying. What is it? Baby Shark, but Baby Shark.
Hey, Mr. Soprano, a song comes on and you turn it off immediately.
Oh, the Baby Shark. I mean, it's over and over and over. It repeats itself. Creates road rage. Jesus.
A conspiracy theory that might be true.
I don't believe dinosaurs ever here. Look at the pterodactyl. I mean, if you could fly with leather wings, every hairband would have lost their lead singer during migration.
What?
It's an old joke I used to do.
Now, so here's a question. Do you want to acknowledge the camera at all at any point in this video?
I don't think so.
Okay, cool.
I looked at the No, I don't want to acknowledge the camera. I'm ready. The rock wrestler.
Something in Atlanta.
Yeah, rock. Got the rock of Gibraltar.
What is it again? That's right. Yeah, Gibraltar. That's right.
Can't pronounce
yeah,
it.
that's fine. That's good though. That's perfect.
Hey man, this is Donnie Baker. When I travel through Georgia, I make sure I go to my favorite part of the state, Savannah's. You think about it. The rocks from here, the Rock of Gibraltar's, and the Rock of Ages. And the fact remains, of all the landmarks here in Savannah, my favorite hits my ears, and I listen to it every day. The Rock of Savannah, and I just forgot the damn call letters. State I-95. I-95. Shit. Okay, I-95.
Hey, Mr. Soprano, can you do an impression of someone famous?
Oh yeah, the little prick from Fantasy Island. The plane. There it is.
That's good.
It's so obscure, but
oh, that's perfect.
I had to do something that I could go up higher.
That's right, my wheelhouse.
Caliendo said something when I rush my Tony or go high, it sounds Asian. And it does.
Hey, Donnie, if you wore a warning label, what would it say?
Donnie Baker, the bastard maker. I'll put a baby in you. My favorite part of the United States, right here in the ocean cities. There's so much to see and do, and you may not have the salt life, because if you're like me, you're diabetic.
I'll do it.
Hey, Mr. Soprano, what's the worst job you ever had?
Probably bidding your mom over. Jesus.
Hey. Sorry. Hey, Donnie, can you do an impression of someone famous?
Man, I used to do a bunch of them. I used to do Crocodile Hunter. I could do him. I could do a pretty good Fred Sanford's. I could do my cousin, but then our aunt called us.
There it is.
That was great. That was great, man. Cool.
Hi, this is Pat Godwin from the Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? You don't want to do that. Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcasts. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on demand.
Hooker has joined us this morning.
Hi.
And there's Jeff Oskey sitting in for Chick McGee.
That's right.
Otherwise, the rest of the usual crew are here. Pat, Christy, Ace, me. I'm Josh Arnold, and there's Tom Griswold. And Tom, we have a special guest who I believe is on Instagram.
I don't know. Is it Al?
Sorry, Jason. I misunderstood what you were doing with your hands back there. He was telling us to wait a little bit.
Okay.
I thought he was telling us to go. He's new. It's my fault. I'm new to sort of doing.
Now, see, I think
9 months.
Stalling. The index finger pointing means. Hold on a second.
Okay.
The thumbs up means we are ready.
What does this mean?
And,
Who did this?
I mean, a little bit. He
Yeah. That means.
And the middle finger means we're having electronic issues and we have to move forward.
That means it's someone's birthday.
This gives me the opportunity to mention we have our Bob and Tom Pigskin Picks. Get your picks in before the Thursday nighter begins in pro football. We have a $500 gift card each week from Steven Singer Jewelers. Just pick the winners. Watch this.
Yes.
Speaking of winners, joining us is that winner right there. He is Al Jackson, who apparently is posing as a guest at Hugh Hefner's mansion in 1972. You got the turtleneck. Is that a turtleneck?
Look. It is. It's a 6 a.m. turtleneck in the house.
Yeah.
It's a unique look. You don't get it that much anymore. But yeah, I'm repping the turtleneck.
Is that a sweater?
That's a cable knit. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a little cable knit black tank top. This is my Rolling Stone interview outfit.
Yes.
You know, when you just lay it on the table after a 40-year career.
Yep.
Yeah.
Al, do you own a smoking jacket?
That's where I am.
Have you ever wanted to own a smoking jacket?
First of all, I'm not sure that I don't own one. And my question to you, Josh, is does a smoking jacket have to have elbow patches? I feel like that is the cutoff for a smoking jacket. And if so, I have two.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's like a pipe smoking jacket.
Right.
I think you were talking about the silk jacket kind of thing.
Kind of like a it's not worn. It wouldn't be worn outside the home.
Right.
That would be a smoking jacket. Al.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I guess I don't have that. Now I need one.
Yes.
Where do you get a silk jacket from?
Oh, I can find you one. I can find you one before the segment's over.
It's one of those things that I'm kind of sad went away. As a kid, I was always like, "Oh, when you're a grown man, you get a smoking jacket."
Well, you can get one.
And I think we can all admit that you can get away with more than we can when it comes to to fashion. I think is a safe thing to say.
When you say we, do you mean who?
Whitey.
Who's we?
Whitey.
That would be a great like cross-examination to read. Like Justin would and then the attorney said, "Who?" The plaintiff said, "Who is we?" Our attorney responded, "Whitey." Then there's nothing.
Now, let me ask a different question. Do you have any particular articles of clothing that you could not wear outside your abode, your home, your apartment, your house, whatever?
I have a male kimono.
Oh, there you go.
That I've worn. It is so comfortable. Maybe that is the new smoking jacket. It feels like when you go to like a nice hotel and they have the robe and this is how you know it's a nice hotel. They don't threaten you with what's going to happen when you steal it.
But they do charge you for it, by the way.
Know.
Oh yeah.
They will, but it's discretionary, and they expect that like if you take it, you're staying here, so you have money, so you won't even notice that we charged you for it.
Right.
When you go to like the Hampton and they're like, enjoy our all cotton robes. If you choose to take it home, you dirtbag. We know they send you a picture of your house and where your kids go to school. Dare take that robe.
I think
it feels like.
Yeah,
go ahead.
We got a little delay here this morning for some reason. I think what's the deal with the smoking jacket is back in the day prior to central heat. You see the English lord in that manner. They were freezing all the time.
And some smoking jackets I've been online are still velvet, but then you have the brocade.
But I mean, the contemporary kimono, as you put it, now that most of us have central heating and it's a little warmer, they're thinner.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously,
it's a good look.
Do you wear this thing? This thing goes below the waist, right? So it's more like a sort of a short bathrobe, so you can wear that and nothing else.
It goes right below the waist. And I think, look, we're all adults. We can have this conversation. When you're walking around the house and you just want to show your partner, like, look, I still got it. You see this? You know what's going on underneath here. And it does lend itself to like a little daytime action.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Doesn't always have to. You don't have to be a square and just wait till the sun goes down to have intimate relations.
Did you hear that, Tom? Did you hear that?
I'm sorry, he's speaking a foreign language. Remember, he's talking to Whitey over here.
Yeah, look, everybody can get down with a little daytime loving.
Yes.
And especially like, you don't have to do it in the same room. No. What's up with the kitchen? Oh, okay, yeah. What's up with that? What's that big sectional couch for? TV? Stop it. Come on.
What is it? What do you use? A kitchen island with a kitchen table? What are you doing?
Island works. Chair.
Kitchen island.
All right.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You have the Scotch guard the couch at Al's place.
Now, do you assume that everybody has had sex in every room of their house?
I always hope so. Yeah.
You got to christen it.
No, that doesn't happen. Tom, have you had sex in every room of your new house?
No.
I don't know if he's been in every room.
I know.
Period.
I've been in most of them.
First things first.
How often does a couple have sex in their kids' room?
Oh, come on.
Yeah, well, okay, so from Chrissy's reaction, I'm going to say you've never done that.
No, God, no. No.
But let's say you're going in, it's in the middle of the school day, and you're like, hey.
I think I've had a situation where I'm putting laundry away.
Right.
And he comes in.
Exactly.
And things started there. They didn't finish there.
Okay.
Yes.
Does he come in? Does he come in with the classic where he's got a pair of boxers hanging at his waist, and he goes, "Have you seen my shorts?" No, that's such a classic. That and the towel trick. You know what I'm talking about.
There is no way that works for you.
I do.
There was a time.
I was just thinking, no dry cleaning from Jess Hooker's house. Let's not start everything. That's
I don't own a bathrobe.
You don't?
I never.
I bought you one.
I know. Sorry, it's probably in a box somewhere.
What about the bathrobe that's not a bathrobe? It's a towel with Velcro or a button that men wear. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it is. It's like
just around your waist.
Yeah, so it's just around your waist. So it's the same fabric as a bathrobe, but it's just for that half. So you don't have to fold the towel and risk losing it.
There used to be a company that made a stretchy towel. They don't make them anymore. I desperately tried to. I loved those.
A stretchy towel.
It was a towel that had elastic in it.
Where'd you put it?
What would you need that for?
Because you could make yourself, that.
What are you getting bigger as you're drying off?
Yeah.
That sarong thing. You could put it on and.
Yeah,
that's what we're talking about.
No, but this didn't have any elaborate buttons or Velcro. It just was kind of stretchy.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
it was
like
great.
boxers. Like
they don't make them anymore. Al, are you
that Velcro is elaborate to you?
Yeah, no joke.
It's like you're like, look, it doesn't have your high functioning, high tech technology like buttons.
Velcro was developed for the space program, right? I believe.
Oh.
Now, Josh, are you a naked sleeper, or are you a boxer guy? Or
Al?
What did I say?
Josh.
Oh, sorry, I meant Al.
But you know that I am a naked sleeper. Maybe that's why I was on your mind.
Yeah, sorry.
I was gonna say I wanted to hear what Josh had to say.
I am a naked sleeper. Yes.
Every night, year round?
Every night, year round, regardless of where I am.
So is my husband.
Yep.
No matter the temperature, no matter where we are. Oh, yeah.
Nope.
Me too.
Not me. I'm
when I'm camping.
Always wearing short. That's when you have kids, and I've had a series of kids throughout my life. You just always have to be able to jump out of bed and be ready to.
Oh yeah.
Tend to do it. You got to go do stuff.
Even a cat nap on the porch.
There's a nice shower wrap for you, Tom.
They do. They still make them. Yeah.
So, very good. Very good. So, Al, are you a naked sleeper?
Absolutely not. You got to get like some boxer brief situations. I like to be held, not just by my partner. You know what I'm saying? I like things to be kept close to the vest.
I see.
Yeah, and I'm always, it's irrational, but I'm scared it's like you could roll over and hit some weird angle and injure yourself. So I don't want to smash it throughout the evening with a series of weird leg compressions. I
have had dreams. Al, I've had dreams where, let's say I'm in a fight, and my opponent grabs me down there and is squeezing and will not let go.
Ooh.
And then when I wake up, I am crushing my own testicles with my thighs.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Are you turned on to them?
I was going to say, does that dream transition into another dream?
No. I go, oh, man, I've been readjusted and fall back to sleep.
I could put a tag on Jess's implication, but I won't. It would be hilarious, but I won't do that.
Tom, Josh just really brought up something really crazy. I know we got to move on. I never have sexual dreams ever.
Oh, no.
Really?
Me neither.
They're so fun.
Now, do you have dreams that might be analogous to a sexual thing, where you've got a bus going through the Lincoln Tunnel, exploding when it reaches Manhattan, anything like that?
Then a rocket ship takes off from the surface.
Right.
You're cramming hot dogs into donuts.
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know what that means, but it's interesting. I sure do.
I do.
Wow. I have dreams where I'm creating diamonds.
Really?
I still have nocturnal emissions.
Do you really?
At 46.
Really?
And I talked to my doctor about it. This happens twice a year, I'd say. And I talked to my doctor, and he was like, yeah, your medication can cause that.
Oh, I see.
That's a good way to start the day, right?
Did you go down to the pharmacy and they gave you some stain remover?
Well, my medication.
We don't stock this.
Is it specific days?
What do you mean?
D-Day or
it's Mother's Day, but I don't understand the meaning of that. Now, Al Jackson is our guest. Al is a fine stand-up comedian, and Al is here to educate me in the world of street lingo, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Is there even is there a word for lingo? I bet there is. Is there a street term for the code words?
There definitely is. Street slang.
Didn't it used to
I would just say
it used to be jive.
Yes.
What do you think, Josh?
I was going to say it used to be jive.
Yeah, I don't.
And now jive would be a description of me as a person.
Tom's so jive.
What did we just lose Al?
There was an odd technical thing, but can we still hear you, Al?
No, he's gone.
Oh, he's gone.
That was like something out of the 80s.
Was trippy.
That was crazy.
It looked like something out of War Games.
Yeah.
The screen shrinked. It was shrinking, and Al went from being like the size of a big screen TV to a book, and then poof, he was gone.
Weird.
That was really weird.
It'd be really crazy if we got a phone call. Hey, man, we can't find Al. He's disappeared.
Time traveler.
He
blew up Colorado.
Oh, don't say that.
I would say that.
Well, while we're trying to recover Al, I will say this. So we have I mentioned the Steven Singer Jewelers special Bob and Tom pigskin picks. Steven's a great guy. He's a dog guy. Also, he's got great jewelry, and you can win a $500 gift card from Steven Singer Jewelers. And we're going to be celebrating lots of stuff with Steven. And by the way, Halloween just around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of trick or treat, that daytime. You know what
Treat?
I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. Maybe present your little lady, put a mask on and nothing else, and walk in with a diamond bracelet and go, hey, if you want this.
Make sure if you put a mask on and surprise your lady, make sure there's something to indicate
that it's you.
Yeah. Don't go like the full Nixon
shot in your kitchen.
Yeah, I tried giving her a ring. I got a shotgun blast to the ass.
The full Nixon mask, like in Point Break. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, go to bobandtom.com/contest. Get it done today before the game starts, and just pick the winners. In pro football, of course, the game. Week 4 starts tonight, and our winner from week 3 was Brady Slade.
Sheriff.
Brady is a working man.
Yeah.
Sounds like he's a sheriff in the Old West. We have his picks already, so we'll be reviewing those in about an hour.
And I believe we have Al on the phone. Why'd you wave your phone at me, you dummy?
I sent you a message, you jackass.
I thought he was on the phone too.
Love in the room.
Well,
You know what's funny is months ago I told Jason, I go, hey, if you ever send me a message and I'm not looking at my phone, wave your phone at me. He did exactly what I asked him.
But when he did that, I thought he meant Al was on the phone.
Al texted. He said that his computer restarted on him. So.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, we'll have to find out our word of the week later.
Well, I have a word for you, Tom. I heard on the way in some rap music. I listened to the rap, and I heard a song, or I heard a word. I was like, I bet you Tom doesn't know what this is.
Okay, are you going to play it for me?
Do you know what the word plug is
what it means?
Modern day terminology? It's the guy is your plug, or she is your plug.
Well, it can't be.
No, it's not.
No.
I know exactly
where he's going to.
Oh, no. I was going to say, like, I tried to plug Pat's songs on the internet and tell people they could get Pat's songs, and he somehow distracted the whole thing and it went away, so no one even knows Pat has songs on the internet. I was trying to give him a plug.
I have a guess. Do you have a guess?
Is this used in a romantic context?
It is not.
No.
It is used a lot of times in stolen merchandise or drug dealing.
Yeah.
Oh, is a plug a unit of some drug?
Nope.
My guess was drug dealer.
Yes.
They used by...
What?
Yeah. Oh, so hey,
The word could be used by a drug dealer.
Oh, so you wouldn't say, hey, my plug's coming over?
That's exactly what you would say.
Because
you nailed it.
Yeah, he can find hard
He's
to get
my plug.
stuff. Yeah.
So my plug's
He's my hookup.
Yeah, so Pat might say my plug's bringing over the Viagra.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got a Viagra plug?
Apparently not.
Well, first the Viagra, then the plug.
You got to do it in the right order.
It's for him, by the way. I just want to clarify. We don't want to throw her under the bus.
Very good, Josh. Do you listen to a lot of rap?
No, I listen to not new rap. I listen to old school crunk. That's my go.
Oh, classic. I just got the Time Life book of classic rap. Volume 1, Bitches and Hoes. And then Volume 2, Bitches, Hoes, and Guns. It's fantastic stuff. It's so literary and witty.
Country songs and rock and roll are filled with all
those images too.
It's brilliant. What rap song were you listening to?
You wouldn't know it.
Is he alive or dead? 50-50.
He's alive.
That's a rare.
No, there's a famous rapper right now who's known as Biggie the Plug. And
I love it.
Yeah,
Biggie the Plug.
So is he not Biggie Smalls is deceased? Am I correct?
Yeah. No, this is
a new Biggie.
This is a different Biggie.
This is all one word. Biggie the Plug.
Is he a large person?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are there any super skinny rappers? Is there like Skinny the?
Snoop Dogg is real
Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, he is.
How does he stay thin and smoke all that pot?
No kidding.
I don't know.
That's kind of
the opposite effect on him.
He was way.
Yeah.
Well, time now, since we're not going to get Al back, apparently, as I'm getting the signal over there, it's time now for me to tell you about why Christy Lee is sitting at the SILAC insurance desk. It's a pretty simple reason. SILAC has something that may be what you need. If you're a man of a certain age or a woman of a certain age, not like the old days where you retire and the company gives you a gold watch, a pat in the back, and a check every month for the rest of your life. Those days are gone for almost all of us. That's where annuities come in, a way to make sure that you're okay when you retire. And I know it's serious business. We don't want to think about serious stuff all the time, but this is really important. Find out if this is something that'll work for you. Find out what restrictions might apply and what's happening in the world of your retirement. Check out SILAC, SILACINS.com, or just go to bobandtom.com. We have a direct link. You can click on that and see a nice video starring Chick McGee. SILAC, SILACINS.com. It's all about making sure that you are secure when it's time to retire, and that you've got that check coming in monthly, or direct depositly, if that's a word. You know what I'm talking about. SILAC, SILAC. Our friends at SILAC can tell you about annuities, and maybe you'll feel a little bit better about moving forward in this world, the world we live in. Coming up, we have news from Christy Lee at the SILAC News Desk. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Celebrate the life and comedy of our friend and colleague, Ron Sexton. It's the Ron Sexton Memorial Comedy Show, Saturday, September 28th at the Belterra Resort and Casino in Florence, Indiana, featuring Greg Hahn, Kostaki Economopoulos, Chelsea Lynn, Tom Mabe, Jimmy Schubert, and Bob Zaney. Proceeds from the show will go to the nonprofit You4Me, honoring Ron's legacy while helping comedians who struggle with addiction. Details and tickets at DonnieBaker.com.
The Cowell case?
Could you answer the NutriChops hotline for me?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie, you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. You guys getting excited about Thanksgiving?
Very.
I'm just trying to grind down some beef jerky in preparation for it.
Is that right?
Well, like I told you, it's my favorite of all the holidays, because first, you get to cram yourself full of all the meats, and they got to ring the bell at Arby's to prove it. And then next day at 6 a.m., it's hand-to-hand combat time at the mall over the last go wet yourself Wendy doll for your little niece. Of
course.
I swear to God. And secondly and foremost, Thanksgiving's a great time to argue with your family face-to-face instead of just on Facebook and Ancestry.com like we do regular.
Sure.
And 10 years ago, it'd be all men in the family room, watching football while all the women was cooking. But nowadays, you got all the Republicans in your family hanging out in the study watching Fox News while all their Democrat kids are posted up behind the Benny barn smoking pot.
Thanks, kid.
And then all the while, my mom is stuck in the kitchen with your libertarian cousin who's droning on and on about how popular his podcast is and how he's going. I'm going to interview Dick, you came in 7th on the 14th season of Survivor. I swear to God.
That'll be a good podcast.
We're up to 114 followers in 3 different counties. Anyways, the reason I'm calling is I always hear you guys talking about the exotic gourmet dish called turducken.
Oh, yeah, for Thanksgiving, the turducken, sure.
That's where you stuff a chicken into a duck and then stuff the duck carcass into a turkey and then cook it all.
Right.
I mean, sure, that's good eating. It's a good hybrid option. But if you love turducken, you'll really love our Baker family multi-meat specialty.
What's it called?
It's called butt foxing. It's a butt foxing.
Yes.
It's a butt steak shoved inside a fox carcass. Tasty fox, red fox. That is stuffed fox is then stuffed inside a chicken roaster.
Right. I see.
You cook it at 350 for 3 hours. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
Well, get the fox inside of the hen's hard. You're going to want to grease that cavity up real good. Olive oil.
Yeah.
Or if you're in a pinch, butter will work. Unsalted, by the way.
Okay. Well, sure.
And man, they love it so much, people will bow dart it. They'll jump on that thing. And worst case scenario, just if you don't have butter, the great spit on it. The germs will burn off in the oven.
All right.
But Christy stuffing a butt foxing reminds me of the very first time me and Denise Congress got together behind a recycle dumpster at Benny's.
I don't really want to hear about it.
I don't either.
I do.
She was a natural fox.
Really?
I'll say it like this. 2 words come to mind. Super moist and tender if you bend her.
Ace, hang up the phone. Goodbye, Donnie. To check out Mr. Yankovic.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy at the Silac News Desk. Hi. Pat Godwin here.
Hello.
Jess Hooker joining us. Jeff Oskey in for Chickster at the Dude Wipe Sports Desk. It looks like he has some emails.
Windbags.
Some windbags. Ace Cosby there. Hey, I'm Josh Arnold, and there's Tom.
Hello. Thank you very much. Before we get back to Christy Lee at the news desk,
we have windbags.
You have an issue over there, Mr.
Well,
Oskey?
I called him Big E the plug. It's Big X the plug. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm a grown man. I don't know everything.
Once again, you were discussing the hip hop culture, and this is a particular artist you enjoy listening to.
Called Big X the plug. I was wrong.
Is it Big X or Biggie X?
It's Big X the plug. I screwed up.
Okay,
that's all right.
So
is the song called The Plug?
No, it's called Back on My BS. Song.
And you were asking me if I understood what the term plug on the streets meant.
What your plug is, who a plug is.
And that's your drug dealer?
It's your hookup. It could be for drugs. It could be for stolen goods. Yeah, sex. It could be for whatever. It's your hookup.
Probably not for literature or...
Maybe.
Well, maybe if
a book dealer and you're a collector, it could be your plug.
Yeah, there you go.
I say, my plug brought over T.S. Eliot. Yes, it's the wasteland. Apparently it's about St. Louis.
My plug hooked me up with a first edition of Wilderness.
Don't talk down to us.
I'm not. I'm assuming you all know what
Of course not.
And also, thanks for Gunter and Cabby have written in with deodorant tips for me because my deodorant has decided to quit on me.
How's the Lady Mitchum working for you?
I think very well, thank you. And you know what? It feels right.
Does it?
Yeah, I don't know what
you can take that if you'd like to take it home.
Gunter? What does Gunter suggest for your armpits?
A brand called Bravo Sierra made by a gentleman in the armed forces.
I love the name of that.
Me too. I'm definitely going to check it out.
So is it based on experience out in the field as a military?
I would have
infantry.
I think that's a safe assumption. The guy goes, man, I've been out here in the desert.
Bravo Sierra, BS.
Oh, yeah. Well, I would hope that...
there goes that plug. Different kind of plug.
Christy wanted to...
Alpha Bravo...
Wait a minute. Can we get Bravo Sierra online? And
I will
order some immediately.
Okay.
I want to try it.
Yeah, me too.
We were talking about lying to your partner, or biggest lie. This jerkface wrote in and said, Christy, was it your biggest lie to a partner until death do us part?
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So, Patrick, eat it.
Patrick.
Oscar's got your back.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, I think many of us would want to
We don't go in
collectively
lying.
tell Patrick to eat it.
Yeah.
Apparently.
You don't go in thinking it's not going to be till death do us part.
I did the last one.
Oh.
Oh, wow. The last
How many?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
How many times have you been married?
Twice.
And are you married to the current one?
No.
Are you gonna?
Oh, boy. There's...
Down on your knees.
Wait a second.
And
Didn't your brother just get married?
Yeah, he got married. Yeah, and they started dating the same week that me and my lady did.
I know, that's why I'm bringing it up.
Hey, Ace, help me here. Turn off her mic.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, you guys made fun of me for bringing up Bravo Sierra, but if you know anything about the code for like air traffic controllers, it's Alpha Bravo.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so Bravo Sierra is from that code. Its name reflects our military native model. We believe brands in general are BS, and that doesn't matter. We call ours Bravo Sierra to illustrate that point, that we are not. That we are on point, and we will help you with your
look at you.
antiperspirant problems.
Well, look at you.
Yes.
So is it a deodorant or an antiperspirant?
Oh, for God's sake.
You're the one that brought this.
How much does it sell for? Where can we
Either way, I'm
purchase it?
trying it. I'm on the website.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give
How
it a
much
shot.
is it? Does it say?
I haven't gotten that far.
Oh.
I'm doing a...
So we'll check it out.
We could do this after the show.
Oh, they have cologne and everything. They have a whole line of products.
All right.
Here.
Well, we'll find out. Now, we do have you at the Silac News Desk. What have we missed in the
We
world
got to
of
talk
news?
about the scary baby.
Yeah, what's going
Residents
on
of
here?
a UK town were left unnerved by the arrival of a giant puppet of a doll-like baby. According to the BBC, the 27-foot-tall figure called Lily was placed in town in the center of Rochdale as part of a council project to encourage school kids to talk about the importance of their environment.
It's a super creepy. Remember the creepy baby in Toy Story?
Yes.
Yeah.
It
baby doll.
kind of gives that vibe off.
Huh.
There you go.
There you go.
Oh, God, that is
It looks like a baby doll that kind of doesn't have the clothes on and the arms. You can see the connecting.
It's hilariously terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't help that there's a scary-looking castle in the background. And,
Residents are reportedly disturbed by the baby's presence, with some describing it as freaky. One person told BBC Radio Manchester, quote, "I came around the corner and I thought, it's just creepy with its eyes shut. Never mind open."
And if you've seen Squid Game, it looks like it's about to shoot at all of us.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, or something. It has kind of a Trojan horse feel.
It does. Wooden looking. It's lifeless. I think that's why it's so.
But also, like, there's Trojan horse, as in there's something in it.
What do you think could be in this giant baby?
I see what you're saying. Yeah, something popping out.
Like the belly's going to open up and 10,000 poisonous killer bees are going to come out of it or something.
Oh, yes.
It's very scary. So,
and it's all about teaching kids about their environment?
Yeah, I don't understand.
Like heredity versus environment, that kind of thing?
That's all I have. I don't know exactly what it means. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, there's no connection. I would just make me want to burn down the world.
I mean, it does have a Wicker Man look to
Hey,
it.
see the creepy baby? Let's go set a field on fire.
It's so odd.
Oh, yeah.
What else you got, Christy?
An art student who ate a banana taped to the wall of a South Korean art gallery.
Let's come back. This story is so complicated and so stupid. This is the guy that, remember, that taped the thing and started in Miami. And
I applaud this kid for eating it.
So we'll be back with bananas and art. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Hey, did you enjoy those videos played in that break? Check out the Bob and Tom YouTube playlist for more great stuff.
Celebrate the life and comedy of our friend and colleague, Ron Sexton. It's the Ron Sexton Memorial Comedy Show, Saturday, September 28th at the Belterra Resort and Casino in Florence, Indiana, featuring Greg Hahn, Kostaki Economopoulos, Chelsea Lynn, Tom Mabe, Jimmy Schubert, and Bob Zaney. Proceeds from the show will go to the nonprofit You Before Me, honoring Ron's legacy while helping comedians who struggle with addiction. Details and tickets at DonnieBaker.com.
A Swedish sexual rights group unilaterally proclaimed a new English term for what it considers one of the most misunderstood parts of the female anatomy.
Who's this group? I'm sorry.
A Swedish sexual rights group.
Okay.
They want to change the name of the hymen to the vaginal corona.
The vaginal corona?
Corona.
So does that mean it's still
Isn't
there?
that corona?
If there's a lime in it?
What? Corona. Corona, right?
What is
corona?
Isn't that already taken?
Vaginal corona?
No, isn't corona already used in anatomy?
Well, not vaginal corona.
Not vaginally.
You can add the names. But vaginal corona.
Who was upset about the word hymen?
The group hoped the new term would displace the traditional Swedish word for hymen, which is too long and too weird for me to pronounce, which translates literally as virginity membrane and led to misconceptions about female sexuality.
It's the, you pronounce that the Phonortner.
The Phonortner?
The Phonortner.
Actually,
I think it's the plug-in vagin.
The Phonortner. The plug-in vagin.
The plug-in vagin.
See,
Come on.
Go with the
See
corona.
why I sat on this story for 2 hours?
Come on
I was
now.
worried about
Hyman's classic, like Yankees. You're not going to get rid of that.
But it was...
So this is just the Swedish. They don't want to change the English term. They just want to go. This is just for the Swedish language. So I
yes,
see.
the Swedish are changing.
Because of the guilt associated with...
So it would be as
it
if...
breaks before you actually have sex.
So
yeah, in case you
what's
have
the loose
Corona
translation?
has burst.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, really? And
What do you mean, the
how
loose
could that?
I'm confused. So
And
what's
that
the
could
new
always
what's the
happen
new
accidentally.
Swedish word?
Vaginal corona.
But that's English.
I don't know what the Swedish word is.
They're the ones changing it.
I know, but it's hard to pronounce, I guess.
Don't the Swedes with Tiger, don't they have enough trouble right now?
No,
Shouldn't they just be quiet about stuff for a little while?
Yeah, but it's sex over there.
It is, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
They are way ahead of us sexually. I can't argue with that.
Well, I can't wait to see the commercials.
Yeah.
If you get the Corona, they got the one right now where the limes are being... They're playing
the
finger flip football.
Finger flip football with limes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You can imagine if all of a sudden there's a hymen involved in that.
The guy's skipping rocks, and then he skips his phone.
Do you see the one where the woman and the man are sitting there in the lounge chairs looking out at the ocean, and the girl walks by, and the guy spends a little bit too much time looking at her?
Yeah.
And she squeezes the line. He waits way too long to react. He jumps late.
It's because they're acting.
Yeah, that's a bad job.
And, the actor
it's just a bad job.
Used to having things squirted in his face.
Yeah, that's true. And the last thing that actor's interested in is a woman walking by in a bikini. That's
where the acting
goes. Let me get that phone call. Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, man, it's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie. Oh, hi, Donnie.
I think I've solved this puzzle while they're changing hymen to Coronas.
Yeah?
Well, because everybody knows in fourth grade, English class, you learn about hymens. I mean, certain words are hymenated. Super Bowl, low pitch, doghouse, squirt gun.
Donnie, that's hyphen.
Hyphen.
It's all hymenated. Punt, pass, and kick, all of them.
Punt, pass, and kick? Okay, those are hyphens. Okay, we'll find out more about
vaginal corona.
Hymen talk. We'll come back. I'm very confused when we return.
Know it all.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Happy day to all. And thank you for being with us. There's Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin right over there.
Hello.
There's Jess Hooker.
Hi.
Jeff Oskey in for Chick McGee at the Dude Wipe Sports Desk.
Hello.
Ace Cosby across the way.
Howdy.
I'm Josh Arnold, and there's Tom Griswold. Tom, I believe we have a very special guest, one of our favorites.
I think we're going to get him on the big screen. There he is.
Yeah.
It's comedian Nick Griffin with a really cool camera. Everything behind him is out of focus, so he could be anywhere. Where are you? Where are you?
In the bathroom.
Oh, nice.
I see hanging towels blurred. Yeah.
It's, my place is a mess, so I decided to try it in here.
Honestly, I thought they were pine trees. They look like trees, sweet trees in the background. I thought you were maybe in Vegas. Nick Griffin, speaking of Vegas, am I correct in saying that you're going to be at the Comedy Cellar at the Rio in Las Vegas, October 7th through the 13th?
That is correct. Yeah, 14 shows that week. It's a wild 2 shows a night week, so I'm ready.
Awesome.
And now, am I correct in saying your YouTube special is called Absolutely Wonderful?
Yeah.
So it's a description of your attitude about life.
Well, that's so funny. You're the only one who gets that. That's why I say it that way. But yeah, it's just that's how I feel when someone asks me how I'm doing. I say absolutely wonderful. And then I walk away with my head down.
Now, and you're originally from the Kansas City area. On
the Kansas side too, yeah.
So are you at least happy about football season?
I am, and I'm especially happy because I have 3 brothers actually, and they're all insane Chiefs fans. I mean, their lives depend on it, and they wait obviously for the football season all year, and so this is just a huge deal for them that the Chiefs have had such an incredible run, and my parents too. My parents are still alive, and you walk into Kansas City, and I'm sure it's like any football town in America. There's just red everywhere you go in Kansas City, so it's fun.
Have they become Swifties?
I don't think my mom still, I know this is impossible for you to accept, but I don't even think my mom, maybe she of course knows she's dating Travis Kelce, but I don't know that she knows any more about it than that. And I'm sure she's happy to see, a woman in the box up there. Because when she watches it with my dad just as a good sport, the football game, but I don't think she's absorbing a lot of the detail.
I think it's interesting that you sort of parenthetically noted when you mentioned your parents. You said, "Oh, they're still alive." So you've reached the age where that's. The opposite will happen to me. I'll say to someone, be talking to someone, and I'll go, "Now, are your parents still with us?" You have to delicately kind of. That's a sort of a milestone that we've all reached in our lives.
It really is, and I mean, I just in the last year really have started to, just kind of have some of these adult things happen to me. My teeth have gone bad, and I have a bad back now, and I have parents who are, need help, and it's a whole transition into an even deeper adulthood. So I'm having to show up a lot more than I used to, and I have, as you know, 6 brothers and sisters, so it's spread out. But yeah, all this grown-up stuff is happening. Obviously, my hair's been white since I was 7, so...
You have the white hair. And I can see Harry Carey left you his glasses in the will. That's right.
I lose my glasses, and that's another thing. I lose my readers every other day, so I just find someone in a lost and found box and grab them and go.
Yeah, when I used to have to use those, I had a bowl of them. It was like Werther's mints at my house. But I had surgery. I don't need them anymore, thank God.
What's the LASIK?
Yeah, I had a different one. Christy's getting it. Christy, who you've known, Christy's had glasses her whole life. She will be able to get rid of them in about, a month?
Yeah. Multifocal lenses, Nick.
Wow.
Yeah.
In any event, we're talking with comedian Nick Griffin. Absolutely Wonderful is the YouTube special. And the Comedy Cellar at the Rio in Vegas, a residency, if you will, October 7th through the 13th. What's on your mind? Anything new of interest in your life that you want to discuss?
Well, I mean, I was going out with that lawyer for a long time, and that ended, and that's, sad and embarrassing. I'm in my 50s. I'm not supposed to be going through a breakup. I'm supposed to be getting divorced.
Again.
Having a heart attack, something grown up. Breakup. What am I, 7? Then my tree fort fell down. So that's a big deal. And, and I just, I've sort of reported on this show for years. I just can't seem to keep it together, keep a relationship together. And obviously the job doesn't help, but it just feels like, 1 minute you're like, I'm in love. And then the next you're like, I got to get out of this. And then you get out of it, you're like, uh-oh. Maybe I was just hungry.
Now, I have a question. When you broke up, did you have to move out of the apartment, or did she have to move out?
I had to move out. She owned it. Thanks for reminding me.
No, sorry.
Yeah, that was actually part of the problem. She was a typical lawyer, was doing quite well, and I was a typical comic, getting by, grinding, just what we do. And it's funny, though. This is horrible. We broke up. And we lived right by the UN Assembly, and the UN Assembly was in session, and so you couldn't bring any trucks into our apartment building area. So I broke up, and then I had to stay for 2 weeks because we couldn't get any trucks in there. We were just staring across the room at each other for 10 days.
Oh, that had to be awful.
Yeah, and I didn't think it through.
You should have gotten a road gig. Called up someone.
That's how bad it was.
Put an alert out. Anyone have a fallout? I have to get out of here. We're speaking with comedian Nick Griffin. Once again, his YouTube special is called Absolutely Wonderful, and he's going to be at the Comedy Cellar at the Rio in Vegas, October 7th through the 13th. What do you do during the day when you're in Vegas?
I actually don't mind. I know a lot of the comics don't love it, or they love it too much. But I just do my regular schedule. I go to the gym. I'll go out and have a lunch with a friend. My friend Alan Havey is going to be there with me. So he's also a great comic and actor, and I'll be having lunch with him, and then I'll probably sit at the end of the bed with my face in my hands for a couple hours.
Kind of a dry sobbing.
Don't tell yourself short, Nick. I've had lunch with you. You do the head in your hand thing at lunch also.
Now, dare I ask, Nick, in the brief time that we have left, are you dating, and have you gone back to the so-called internet dating, the websites, the apps?
Not back to the internet dating, but I am seeing somebody, and that's good, and I'm excited about that. Very lovely woman. And
is that person also in New York, by the way? Or?
Yeah, in New York, occupational therapist. So she'll be able to work with me. And also, just real quickly, I'll be on the Tonight Show tonight.
Well, you buried the lead.
Yeah.
Wow. You got any jokes for you?
What are you open for? You can't tell us.
What's that?
Do you have your jokes all set?
I do. I ran it last night for the Booker, and
how long?
It went pretty well. It's typical, like when you're running the show the night before you do the show, it doesn't go great, and then you, of course, they plant that seed of doubt in your head, and then you have to live with that for 24 hours.
So you're shooting that in a couple hours here, a few hours.
That's right. Yeah, probably around 4 o'clock.
All right.
What are you going to wear?
I am going to wear a suit, and I may, for only the second time in my career, wear a tie.
Nice.
If I can find someone to tie it when I get there.
No, can you share any of the jokes with us? Would that be fair to ask?
Sure, I have a couple. How about? I certainly don't. I breakup was hard, but I don't hate my girlfriend. I wanted to be happy, just not super happy. I wanted to be spiritually happy, where she's grateful for having very little.
There you go. I think that's a good one.
And my buddy said, or I said, I loved my ex-girlfriend. And he said, how do you know you love her? And I'm like, I don't know. What do I got to convince you to?
Yes. Well, thank you, Nick. Nick Griffin, tonight on The Tonight Show. That's great, Nick. And once again, at the Rio, Vegas, October 7th through the 13th. Absolutely wonderful is the YouTube special. And Nick is a wonderful guy.
Nick, on a quick side note, please tell Alan Havey I'm a big fan, and I loved him on Billions. I thought he was brilliant on that.
I will. I will tell him, and I can't thank you enough for having me on.
Always
you're very welcome. Thank you for joining us.
And you look very handsome as usual.
Bye.
Yes.
Thanks, Tom.
Always reminds me of a private eye. Nick Griffin, private eye. Coming up in the news, Christy, what are you going to bring to us?
Well, we're going to talk about that banana art piece. We're going to talk about another sculpture exhibit in Italy that
that's really
didn't go well.
Well, that's another weird conceptual art thing. Yes. It's kind of maddening. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's what that's what the concept is. Get everybody angry, and it certainly will. Also, I'll remind you about our special competition because we're going to be doing our shoe-in picks. We have Chicks Picks, I believe, in the shoe-in of the week picks for the special Steven Singer Jewelers event. Our contest, go to bobandtom.com/contest. Pick your winners for week 4, which begins this evening. Right now, I'll remind you about what's happening in the world of home safety. We have something called Simply Safe. Chick found this out about 10 years ago. He was the first one that got in on the action, and I believe he now has 11 cameras at his house. And if you want to make sure that, let's say you didn't leave the oven on, or you want to make sure you got a smoke detector or something, if your sump pump fails and you're out of town and your basement's filling with water, all this stuff can be handled with a proper security system. And Simply Safe is the way to go. And the key to Simply Safe is you can install it yourself if you want to. They'll come out and do it for you. But it's called Simply Safe because it's simple. It's an easy concept, perfectly executed. Now they got a couple things going on called Fast Protect monitoring. With Live Guard protection, agents can act within a few seconds of receiving an alarm and can see and speak to intruders. And you're not locked into a long-term contract with Simply Safe. You can cancel anytime. Pricing transparent and affordable. Less than $1 a day, by the way, for that special Fast Protect thing I just talked about. So find out about it. Find out how easy it is to install by going to simplysafetom.com. That's simplysafetom.com. The advantage of doing it that way, 50% off a new Simply Safe system plus a free indoor security camera when you sign up for that Fast Protect monitoring service. Once again, it's simplysafetom.com. That's simplysafetom.com. There is no safe like Simply Safe. Coming back with bananas and a song and some shoe-in picks. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
There goes your Christmas present. I was antiquing over the weekend, and there was this giant picture of Buster Brown hanging. It was a wall art, I guess. It was hanging. It was just Buster Brown, the way he used to wink.
When you say you were antiquing.
Yeah. Looking around for antiques.
This is not online. This is at stores, walking around looking at other people's old stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, it gives me the creeps.
Why?
Why is that?
It gives Donnie Baker the creeps, too.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Mom, Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Oh, hey, Donnie, how are you?
Good. Chick, my mom Phyllis used to make me wear Buster Brown shoes when I was a kid.
Oh, no. Wow.
I swear to God. Hell, I probably still got a few pairs up in the attic. Re-gift them to Woofy. Brings back memories. I ever tell you guys about my Christmas Eve last year?
No.
I got a last-minute part-time job at the mall. Because some dude got sick, so they needed a pinch hitter for Santa in their Christmas Eve extravaganza.
Oh, cool.
So, spoiler alert, I got all dressed up in a Santa Claus suit.
Did you?
Wow.
And it was actually fun finding out what all the kids wanted for Christmas.
I'll bet.
And not a one wanted Buster Brown shoes.
Yeah, no.
But anyways, I got done pretty late at the mall, so I just left my Santa suit on, and I ended up checking out some adult entertainment spots on my way home.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, it turned out to be a magical Christmas Eve. I even wrote a poem about it. You guys want to hear it?
Sure.
'Twas the night before Christmas. I hit all the strip clubs with guys getting lap dances, sporting half chubs. Dancers' garters were stuffed with singles and fives from dudes who didn't want to be home with their wives. Crystal and Roxy report to stage 2. White stinks keyed up. Time to do what you do. I dressed up like Santa with the suit and the beard, hoping the stripper might see me want to get weird. When out on stage 3, there arose such a clatter, I craned my neck to see what was the matter. Then what to my wondering eyes did appear? The biggest set of jugs I'd seen all last year. Oh. She was fire-ass hot. Them D-cups were fine. I knew in an instant she must be mine. Forget Crystal and Roxy. I'm off to stage 3. Santa had never seen hammers quite like these. She danced over to me. Her butt started to twerk, which made her pasties fell off. So I went to work. I said, I'm Santa. Come sit here on my knee. I got presents for you. Have you something for me? She said, you're too skinny to be Santa Claus, honey, but I'll play along. You have any money? We were off to the back room in a flash. I whipped out my wallet and showered her with cash. Take my 10s, my 20s, whatever the price. And last Christmas Eve, well, Santa came twice. Enjoy the antiquing, chick.
Very
Bye,
good.
Donnie.
Very nice.
Touching.
Yeah, isn't that nice?
The Christmas poem.
Yeah.
I didn't know Donnie.
Celebrate the life and comedy of our friend and colleague, Ron Sexton. It's the Ron Sexton Memorial Comedy Show, Saturday, September 28th at the Belterra Resort and Casino in Florence, Indiana, featuring Greg Hahn, Kostaki Economopoulos, Chelsea Lynn, Tom Mabe, Jimmy Schubert, and Bob Zaney. Proceeds from the show will go to the nonprofit You4Me, honoring Ron's legacy while helping comedians who struggle with addiction. Details and tickets at DonnieBaker.com.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. A heck of a morning. Oh, my goodness. We just spoke with Nick Griffin, wonderful comedian. He will be on the Tonight Show tonight. Make sure you check that out. In the meantime, Christy Lee is here at the Silac News Desk. Pat Godwin's here. Jess Hooker, Jeff Oskey in for Chick at the Dude Wipe Sports Desk. Ace Cosby over there. I'm Josh Arnold. There's Tom Griswold. Tom.
Yes.
We got some football to talk about, don't we?
Yeah, we'll get to it in just a second. We're gonna review some sports picks. I will remind you once again that Week 4 of the NFL begins this evening, the Thursday nighter, and you got to get your picks in before that game starts, please. Just go to bobandtom.com/contest. At stake each week, a $500 gift card from Steven Singer Jewelers. Do it right now. Just pick the winners. Don't worry about the spread. Don't get too complicated. Have some fun. And our winner last week was Brady Slade. What a great name.
Yes.
Brady Slade. I bet Brady eats steak. Brady sounds like an American man. Brady, you're a tough man. He's from the Commonwealth of Kentucky.
Sheriff
Slade.
Sheriff of Kentucky.
We'll get to Brady's picks in just a second. Right now, we're going to finally get this stupid banana story in.
An art student who ate a banana taped to the wall of a South Korean art gallery said he did so because
he was hungry.
Now, this story is really complicated. It involves a piece of what some would call art.
The student from Seoul National University removed the iconic work by Italian artist Maurizio Cattelan from the wall at the Lim Museum of Art in Seoul and ate it. He then taped the banana's peel back on the wall. A museum spokesperson
And yet that's still unappealing. Thank you.
told CNN that the student said he ate the banana because he was hungry, and the museum later replaced the peel with a fresh banana. Well, I would assume they have to replace the banana all the time anyway.
Yeah. It's such a stupid thing, but this it started at in Miami Beach.
Yeah.
And I think the guy sold 3 of them
Basil art thing.
for like $120,000.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I can find it here. Here we go. There are instructions as to how to hang this particular piece of art.
So the art piece itself is just a banana taped to a wall.
Yes.
Okay.
Is it a real banana or is
Yes.
it
It's a real banana. That's why you have to keep replacing
I meant
it.
this is so dumb.
Oh,
yeah, it's so dumb.
And the 3rd edition sold for $150,000, according to this news account.
Real artists have to be going,
ArtNet News.
I can buy you a banana for 49 cents.
And in any event, and then when it first went up, someone also ate it.
Yep.
And there was a big controversy. Between, I'm going to worry about this, between getting anal bleaching done.
I don't get the connection, but okay.
Well, this is people.
Tom's always thinking about anal bleaching.
People who have nothing really to do and arguing about what art is. And then this guy ended up getting sued because somebody else said that it was their idea.
Oh my gosh.
And I guess it was purchased by the Guggenheim Museum, donated to the Guggenheim Museum. But and by the way, the art piece is called The Comedian.
Mm-hmm.
That's the name of this thing.
I hate this so much.
Yeah, it's a really stupid story, but
it's a terrible.
Art is stupid.
It can be.
Christy, right now, there's a viral video going around where a teen went to an art gallery, took his shoe off, and just set it on the floor, and then went back and videotaped multiple people up, taking pictures of the shoe.
Yeah.
Like contemplating what's going on
maybe
with
to them
the
it was
shoe.
art.
No.
And people who love that would mock a painting of dogs playing poker.
Yeah.
Right.
Which, to me, is art. Because, my gosh, if it doesn't look like dogs playing poker.
There was one where they buried an object on the grounds of a museum, and they won't tell anyone where it is.
Isn't that good art? My gosh.
It's a thinker.
Yeah. Do you have a song for us, Pat?
I have a banana song from yesterday I could do, and an art song from a year ago.
Let's do the banana from yesterday. That was a different banana situation.
They found cocaine in a bunch of bananas in Germany.
A lot of cocaine.
A lot. Yeah.
And it had been distributed, I guess, to a bunch of different supermarkets before they. I guess it was in the bottom of the crate, so like a whole bunch of supermarkets got it, opened up the bananas, and voila, bricks of cocaine. Occasionally they open those things up and they're like scary, deadly spiders in them.
Yeah. I'll take the cocaine.
No kidding.
Over the spiders.
And I'm
easier to snort.
Here's the thing: when you check out the cocaine, no price code. You have to call the lady to come over and help you out. So this is about cocaine and the bananas.
Here we go. Woo! Turn it up. In Germany, they're finding the cocaine right there in the grocery aisles. Oh, you buy a bunch of bananas, and you may be up for a very long while. Oh, yeah, because there's cocaine in the bananas.
Wah, wah, wah.
Deutschland, I had a Führer. Who, and he was known to do a drug or two. Well, I hope Adolf Hitler will be remembered as a bad guy through and through, but I digress. How about you? Cocaine and the bananas. When it's lost at sea, you can see them float. But now there's bricks in the bananas. You know where that came from? Coke in the boat, that's right. Coke in the boat, baby. Coke in the boat, hand the boat over. Coke in the boat, baby. Oh, coke in the boat.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much, Pat Godwin. The Coke in the boat.
You know, there aren't a lot of sing-alongs that reference Hitler.
You're right.
I like the fact that Neil Young was thrown under the bus in the original song, and they name him 3 times in the song.
Wasn't he the prick first?
Yeah, he sang a song about Alabama.
Well, the Southern man.
Yeah.
But
I'm on Skinner's side.
In the final photograph on the cover of one of the Skinner albums, he's wearing a Neil Young T-shirt, right?
Wow, I don't remember that.
Yeah, you know, I'm positive. Yeah, I think he's wearing a Tonight's the Night T-shirt or something. Oh, yeah. So those guys, they
read
got
that in the book Facts for Nobody.
No, Josh, it was an observation made by me because I pay attention to things. I can actually see and read. I haven't used the Jackutron 5000 so much that I'm blind to facts and history.
Blind to facts.
Nice little twist.
Thank you very much. It's time now to check in with, this is going to be the Shoe-In of the Week, as picked by Jeff Oskey.
That's right.
It's very exciting. And we also were unable to get Brady Slade off work today, so he submitted his picks via email. And I believe you have those, Josh?
I do, yes. Brady requested that I do it. Me, Josh Arnold. Apparently I'm his favorite.
Oh, nice.
I'm making that assumption, but he loves me.
All right, Brady. Well, the Dallas versus the New York Giants. Who do you have, Brady?
Brady has chosen the New York Giants. Turn that down.
I as well have chosen the New York Giants. Brady's a smart guy.
Turn down the music,
Turn
please.
down the music.
I don't know how to turn
It's on
stuff
that machine
down.
next to you, too.
There. How about that?
There we go. That's very good.
Now I can hear.
Oh, my God.
Chick chose what? Or you have chose what? No, wait. Are these Chick's picks or your picks?
These are my picks.
Okay, all right.
Because screw Chick. These are Jeff's picks.
Okay.
I'm going with the New York Giants as well. How about between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings?
Well, I'll tell you what. Brady thought long and hard about this and went with the Packers.
I disagree, Brady. I am going to go with the Minnesota Vikings on that one.
What are the points on that? Do you have? Oh, we don't know that. Oh, okay.
Well,
sorry.
you shut up.
Sorry.
Atlanta Falcons, our man Kostaki's team, versus the New Orleans Saints. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going with Kostaki. I'm picking Atlanta.
Well, Brady's going with the Saints.
Oh.
You dumb.
Well, we'll find out on Monday who the dum-dum is. And finally,
He's a sucker.
Detroit Lions versus Seattle. Who do you have, Brady? Detroit Lions?
The Lions.
I as well am going with the Detroit Lions.
And Brady is a big Lions fan.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, he can't go against his team.
And those were the shoe-in of the week.
Now, Brady, do you have plans for Thanksgiving? I do. Will you be,
are you making Thanksgiving at your house? Or are you going
no, I'm not.
Who's in charge of the pies this year, Brady?
The pies are being made by my cousin Ruthie. And she makes a mean strawberry rhubarb.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I love that.
You know, she and I once made out when we were in...
no,
that's what cousins do.
That's slander.
That's what cousins do.
So sorry, Brady. Brady is a distinguished gentleman who has a good lawyer. So we'll be here. We'll get a chance to talk to Brady on the phone as he goes after Josh Arnold, who is the one.
This was the strangest picks because both of you could not care less about football.
I know.
It was just like listening to you talk Russian or something. You had no idea. You had no idea what you were talking about.
Drama or passion.
No,
Just
zero.
all facts.
Zero dramatic tension.
Yeah. Well, let's just move forward. We have Christy Lee at the Bob and Tom News Desk, known as the Silac Insurance News Bureau. What have you got over there?
I'll do my best. A woman arrested at Disneyland after allegedly pretending her older children were toddlers to get them into the park for free.
If you see a picture of this,
These kids are like,
like the one kid I think has a learner's permit.
That one kid has a neck tattoo.
Anaheim police told TMZ the woman was trying to pass off her children as under 2, even though they were clearly older. She was arrested for trespassing. I think at Disney you have to pay if a child's 3 to 9, and then it goes up from there. Footage shared on social media shows the woman wearing Mickey Mouse ears, shouting obscenities while being escorted out of the park while her children are holding onto her arms. It's a terrifying picture.
By the way, those ears won't get you in for free either. I learned that.
Did you?
Hi, I'm here just to make sure everything's going okay. It's me, the boss. I'm just Sir, we know what you're doing. What?
She's throwing out F-bombs at her kids. It's awful.
Apparently she'd done this before. She tried to do this one other time. This lady's
Then once she gets in, though, she has the kids put on stilts so they can ride the scary stuff. She has those little mini stilts. The ones that the guys do in your ceiling and drywall, Josh.
Yeah, sure.
Those are so cool.
You own a pair, don't you?
No, but I have a pair of regular stilts you have to grip on. You have to use your arms with.
I see.
Those drywall stilts are scary. I don't know.
Yeah, they're cool.
I hurt myself.
And they, that most of them come with Uncle Sam pants.
Oh, isn't that nice? Yeah.
So every July 4th, you can do the Uncle Sam thing in a parade.
Where do you
make
store
a little
your
extra
stilts?
money?
Where do you store your stilts?
Garage.
You got them up above, or just
leaning against a corner?
No, you don't have you don't have a stilt rack in your garage.
No,
It's like a rifle. It's like a rifle rack. But the two flanges are a little farther apart.
I like it. It's next to his bounce house.
Oh yeah.
Oh, by the way, we got rid of the bounce house.
What?
Wow.
Wait, I thought you were going to sell that to me.
Well, you did.
What are you going to do with the
spring
bounce
a
house?
leak?
I'm putting it in the living room. We're having fun.
We found if you rent a bounce house 3 times, you can buy one.
Yeah.
So I finally bought one, and then it through the move and various other things, it got some moisture in it, and there were a handful of critters living in it and a lot of holes.
So we threw it away. Oh, holes, yeah, you can.
Yeah, so but
it won't hold air then.
Did anybody's parents pull the old? Mine would at a restaurant. Oh, these kids are 6, these kids are 5, and we'd be 8 and.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, the opposite's true though of me now.
Really?
What?
Yeah, do you want the senior discount? No. And
take the senior discount.
And no, and these are not my grandchildren.
Boy, I would have no problem if somebody offered me the senior discount. I'm 61.
Yeah.
Well, now the senior discount, it's like AARP signs you up when you're 22.
Right. Yeah, they're always trying to get me.
They've really lowered the bar the wrong way.
Yeah, but I just assume they know me. They've looked me up and. Hey, this guy looks like last week he had Cracker Barrel 3 times. And he was browsing online for shower chairs. Oh, send him the AARP.
He owns a cat.
Do you have the story about the governor that got carded?
I do. Right here.
This was Pennsylvania, right?
Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro forgot his ID at exactly the wrong time. The governor was at an event celebrating a new state law in his state, expanding access to canned cocktails. According to The Hill, Mr. Shapiro made an appearance at a Rutgers convenience store in hopes of buying some Philadelphia-based Surfside tea and vodka. However, the 51-year-old was barred from purchasing the alcohol because he had forgotten his ID.
It's the governor, for God's sake.
The governor's office told The Hill that Mr. Shapiro put the alcohol back on the shelf after being carded. And
yeah, good.
Yeah.
That person was just doing their job.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Probably they get fined if they don't.
Yeah. This is like the ultimate secret shopper. The governor.
Yeah.
By the way, his Pennsylvania state income tax return already audited. He owes $7 million in back taxes. I bet it made the governor kind of go home and say to his wife, "Hey,
yeah,
they carded me." That's right. I look that young.
I got carded like a year ago, and I was like, "Good for you.
Yeah,
good for you, doing your job."
Sure.
Yeah, well, I know. Yeah, they have the.
And they know. I'm not clearly.
I knew someone that was hired at Disney World. They would hire attractive young women that looked 25, that were 20 or 19, and then they would go to all the bars, and if they didn't get carded, and all the bartenders knew that. So that kept them honest and kept them, because Disney doesn't want to lose its liquor license because some horny bartender was passing free drinks to Monica.
You're yuck. I thought she was 21. Well, that was a terrible Goofy. That was not a good Goofy. I apologize. You guys didn't even know I was doing Goofy.
I was with you, but I had no idea.
So the governor didn't have his ID.
No.
It's amazing. Several states he couldn't vote. Well, that'd be really ironic. Now, we have coming up a little bit of history, and I didn't realize this until just a second ago. Something we referenced earlier on the show is going to return to us in the world of history.
Oh.
Yeah. Wait till you hear this. This is very, very exciting. What else do you have coming up, Christy Lee?
Coming up, we haven't gotten our joke of the day. I don't really do that.
Teacher, you didn't give us homework.
You mean the fabulous Ace Cosby joke of the day is on the way? Right now, I want to tell you about BetterHelp. BetterHelp is all about accessing therapy in an elegant manner because the therapy itself is done online. As we age, a lot of us lose a little bit of our spark. Sometimes our lives get buried in responsibility, and we need maybe a little nudge to help us rediscover our curiosity. And obviously, therapy can be very helpful after traumatic situations, but even in our day-to-day lives, therapy is extremely useful. If you've been thinking about therapy, perhaps you should consider BetterHelp. The idea here is the therapy is done online, so it's a lot more convenient, and some 35,000 plus therapists are doing this. A friend of mine who's a therapist does this about half the time now. He sees patients in his office, but also a lot of them online, and it's extremely convenient. So see what I'm talking about. Visit BetterHelp.com/BT show today. That'll knock 10% off your first month. And once again, the therapy is done online, so you can use your your smartphone, your laptop, whatever you got. You could even do it as a phone call. Or you could do it texting back and forth. It's up to you. It's about convenience and flexibility. And in the course of therapy, you can maybe set some healthy boundaries for yourself, learn about growing even as an adult, and feeling better about stuff and rediscovering your curiosity. Once again, it's BetterHelp.com, HELP. That's BetterHelp.com/BT show. Just got a really nice letter from a guy who was considering getting therapy, and he felt it was a little awkward going to a therapist, and he tried out BetterHelp. I don't want to read the letter because he gets into some details, but he found it incredibly valuable. This might be something valuable for you. Once again, give it a shot. BetterHelp.com/BT show. The /BT show part knocks 10% off your first month. Coming right back with a reference earlier on the show that has come back to haunt us in the world of history. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Celebrate the life and comedy of our friend and colleague, Ron Sexton. It's the Ron Sexton Memorial Comedy Show, Saturday, September 28th at the Belterra Resort and Casino in Florence, Indiana, featuring Greg Hahn, Kostaki Economopoulos, Chelsea Lynn, Tom Mabe, Jimmy Schubert, and Bob Zaney. Proceeds from the show will go to the nonprofit You Before Me, honoring Ron's legacy while helping comedians who struggle with addiction. Details and tickets at DonnieBaker.com.
Working for Randy from Illinois, yeah, all the way to security. My work was on point every day, but still the same old song. Along came my evaluation saying everything I did was wrong. Now I drive a compact. I should have learned a trade. I ain't got no money. I'm working for minimum wage. drive a compact. I should have learned a trade. I ain't got no money. I'm working for minimum wage. Dick bastards took my money, so I turned sort of mean. Went from calling him a puss to breaking little vending machine. I keep doing my job, and I want Randy to know there'll be a time when I own this company, just need my boat to be sold. Still drive a compact, but now it needs new brakes. I ain't going nowhere. I'm working for a minimum wage. Minimum wage. I hate minimum wage. Minimum wage. Minimum wage. I need a raise. Minimum wage. No.
Hello, my name is Alexa. If you have a smart speaker and what to hear, Bob and Tom Radio, just say Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn. Now, you try it.
Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
That's the first smart thing you've said to me since you took me out of the box.
I'm an idiot.
Hey, it's the Bob and Tom Show. Another one for the books.
Not yet.
Oh, why not?
Oh, because the best part of the book could be coming up in a matter of seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, I look around the room.
Ties it all up in a bow.
The Dude Wipe Sports Desk, occupied today by Jeffrey Oskey. Thank you, Jeff. He'll be joining us tomorrow in that desk as well, and I assume we'll have a special edition of News We Failed to Mention. Speaking of news, that's Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk. And sitting over there, it's that man, ladies and gentlemen.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
You know, I watch a lot of documentaries.
Yeah.
What's the last thing a Tickle Me Elmo doll gets before it leaves the factory?
What?
2 testicles.
That's a good one.
The joke of the day brought to you by Sleep Number. Sleep better together. You can save now on a Sleep Number smart bed only at a Sleep Number store or at sleepnumber.com.
Thank you very much. Love the Sleep Number bed. Time now to check in with the world of history. And as I mentioned earlier, something that we discussed is going to actually show up in the world of history. Something kind of we passed on earlier this morning. We'll begin with this one. 1789. Who was appointed as the first Secretary of State? Pat Godwin.
James Madison.
No.
1789?
Yeah.
Secretary of State.
First one. We were talking about him yesterday.
We were?
Yeah.
Jefferson.
Very good. Thomas Jefferson.
That was a good guess.
If you'd seen Hamilton, you'd know that,
I
right,
have
John?
not, and I will not.
You're not going to go see Hamilton?
Nope.
Wonderful.
Me either.
Don't care.
I made it through like 40 minutes.
Thank you. Don't care.
You don't want to be in the room where it's happening?
No.
And I love musicals. I love
King
musicals.
George
Normally.
song. Oh, it's so good.
Okay. Your problem with Hamilton, Josh?
Hamilton was white. I refused to see him. Came from the Caribbean.
Okay. This is an easy one, but I'm going to make you do it, Hooker. Ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Miss Hooker, pardon me.
That's okay.
Do you prefer Ms., or Hey Lady?
Sexy pants. You can call me sexy.
Oh, all right.
1892. This band appeared in public for the first time.
1892?
That's right.
A band?
A band, famous.
The White House band? I don't know. What would it? Was it
The band leader.
Drum?
The band leader. One of those bands named after the band leader.
Oh.
You know, sometimes you'll have a band, like it'll be Jimmy Buffett and the Coral Reefer Band.
Yeah.
Right.
Probably the most famous band guy ever.
Lawrence Welk.
Dick Clark.
1892.
John Philip Sousa?
John Philip Sousa is correct.
Oh, good job.
God.
You have Sousa fever?
Oldest band leader I could think of.
Yeah.
It's like Beatlemania. The crowd went wild.
Oh, I bet.
Now, let me ask you this.
Well, Listomania was,
Do you know what a sousaphone is?
I think I do.
It's a type of dildo.
Oh, it is.
No.
No, I don't.
No, it's not.
I didn't either, sexy pants.
The sousaphone, he had the bell of a tuba pointed that way. So instead of pointing straight up and sending the sound that way, he brilliantly, and that's called a sousaphone.
Yeah.
He changed that after having to march in a rainstorm. And it gathered
Almost
too much.
drowning?
Yeah, almost around
tuba
playing it.
player.
Yeah.
Ace, what brass instrument cleans your teeth?
I don't know.
Tuba toothpaste.
That was adorable.
Yeah.
Did you like it, Ace?
That was cute.
Thank you. All right.
Let that gestate for a while and bring it back. Let's see. In 1949, the new Hollywood sign replaced the one that said Hollywood Land, which was originally a real estate development. And that's a famous sign that we've all seen. And that was the ceremony.
You're right.
Okay, all right. No quiz involved.
Shows up.
Now it has the Olympic rings on it for the Olympic Games coming up.
Well, those are in like 4 years.
Well, they're
That's right.
promotions.
Are they going to leave? Are they going to leave the rings on the Eiffel Tower?
I doubt it.
I think so.
They got to take those down. They should be down now.
They should be down now.
The rednecks.
Are they? Do they travel? Do they go like? Do the rings? Are those the ones that are in LA?
No.
No, they have fresh rings.
Fresh rings.
Use your head, sexy pants.
Seriously, sexy.
Hey, sexy pants. What famous television commercial had ring around the collar?
What was that? Was it
Was it Cheer?
ring around the collar?
What was
Is it
it?
Whisk?
Whisk.
Oh.
And at one point, that particular song with ring, that particular commercial was the longest running commercial on American television.
ring around the
It was the ancient Chinese secret, and I think
that was Calgon, wasn't it?
No, I thought it wasn't Cal. I thought it was whisk.
Calgon was
ancient Chinese
Oh, was it?
secret.
Well, sorry. That's the one that was the longest running.
What else happened in history?
Well, Josh, I think
Shut up. What else happened in history?
The offensiveness of the ancient Chinese secret commercial was what I was going for. Very, very uncool. Here we go. This is a good one. 1957, West Side Story opens on Broadway.
You knew it was going to be that or the Beatles. Like that. That's. I mean,
ask for more, Josh.
Thanks,
certainly one of the greatest musicals of all time.
All right.
It's where the New York Jets get their name.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
That are a nearby airport, I'm not sure. You'll know this one, Josh. What show based in Hawaii debuted on CBS television in 1968?
Hawaii Five-0?
Yeah.
Predicate gave you the answer.
That's a terrific,
it's an easy one.
And I agree with you, Tom. One of the greatest theme songs of all time.
I used to call it Hawaii 50.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't realize
Because it was the 50th state?
Yeah, of course. And didn't they invent the term 5-0?
Oh, no kidding.
They just pulled it out of their ass. That wasn't a real thing.
Really?
Yeah, there was. I believe so. Yes. And lastly, a couple of quick happy birthdays. 1774, Johnny Appleseed.
Still alive.
Yeah.
I thought that was a fake guy. And here we go. T.S. Eliot, born in St. Louis in 1888. Josh.
Yeah.
Wow, isn't that nice?
It is nice. A poet, and he knew it.
In the room, the women come and go talking about the banana taped to the wall. Or Michelangelo, one of the two. This is the Bob and Tom Show